Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the Halloween special of the Comicsgate Commandos. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I am very pleased to present to you the 34th edition of Comicsgate Commandos. I will bring on my co-hosts here. Hopefully, you guys can hear me through this mask here. Yes, Immortal Rising. Yes, hit the like, soldier. That's an order. All right, let me bring on my co-hosts for this evening. We have Colonel Carbon Hart. What's going on, Carbon?
Rorschach's Journal, October 30th, 2024. Hail. No, I'm not going to do the voice the whole time. How's everyone doing?
Dude, you look awesome. You look amazing.
Thanks.
So cool. What a great choice for a costume, too. Awesome job. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the soft face reveal here of Carbon Hart. Look at that.
First time on camera. That's true, yeah.
That's right. Amazing. Let me bring on everybody else here. We have my other co-host, Dr. Ben.
You're supposed to say, take a wild guess.
Take a wild guess, folks. Guess who this might be?
Is that Matt Barr?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Matt Barr, ladies and gentlemen. We have Matt Barr. He's now a Comicsgate Commando.
I'm gonna
He was given the option to be one, and then all that shit happened. But anyway, let's keep rolling here. Hold on.
Let me tell you, do you know what I am?
Well, some kind of ghoul.
Well, hold on. That's what I'm saying. Hold on. Watch. I'm a mummy. I'm a Comicsgate mummy.
Oh, I get it now.
Yeah.
Nice.
Instead of them, what was it? Marvel zombies?
Yeah, a Comicsgate mummy.
Comicsgate mummies.
Dude, that's awesome. Very
Cool.
nice.
But I like it with this because this is now, it's like, even
It looks
creepier.
wild. Yeah, it makes you look like you're on acid.
Oh my God.
You actually resemble a few streamers, a few CG streamers.
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, before we get into our special guest, I want to introduce the newest member of the Comicsgate Commandos. You guys have seen him in the chat. This is Private Frederick Guimont. What's up, Frederick?
Hey, what's up, everybody?
Ooh, look at those gloves.
What's up, Frederick?
Those nice.
How's it going?
Nice stuff. Well, welcome, Frederick. We're glad to have you here.
Thanks for having me.
And ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, let me introduce our special guest for this evening. It is Mr. Belmont from Belmont Comics, and he's now promoting his newest comic book, Pencils Down. Ladies and gentlemen, please give a big warm welcome to Justin Belmont here.
Hey, I'm underdressed.
Welcome.
Sorry, Justin. I think I forgot to. I obviously forgot to tell you this is a Halloween special.
I could have put on my fatigues, man. Got my army helmet out, my Bowie knife. Come on.
Yeah. Well, if you got a mask, you're more than welcome to throw it on. That's not a. I'm not trying to be mean. I'm just saying.
Oh, why
Yeah,
do I got
you
this?
got time.
That's not my avatar. Hold on. What's going on?
Cover that up.
There we go.
There. All right, let me put on something more casual.
Yeah, for sure. Well, how we all doing tonight? It's been oh man, what a week it's been. Let's go down the line here. Carbon, how's your week been?
Pretty good, except for the Yankees completely bombing in the World Series. Yeah, I'm a fan of sports ball. And so maybe not everyone else is, but yeah, that was a big disappointment. Fucking the Dodgers won the first 3 games. Disappointment, dude.
Well, at least you can feel a little bit better about yourself, Carbon. If they were in the National League, like the Cardinals, they would never get anywhere. The Cardinals would just consistently destroy them. So, you know.
Sure.
Gotta look on the bright side of things. Zombie is season.
No, I mean, I'm not one of these obsessed fans, though. Like, I'm not going to start crying over them losing. But it was nice seeing them make it to the World Series.
Yeah. Who are they playing against? Pardon my ignorance.
LA Dodgers, who I have to admit, the Dodgers are a pretty good team. Actually, I think they have the best record this year.
Wow. Oh, there we go.
I just want you to see the whole tip.
No,
Mr. Pencil himself.
Oh, it's a pencil.
Yeah, hold on. I just got to turn my light on brighter.
Sure.
Yeah, you can see the tip.
Ah, there it is. You looked at first like Kia D Monday with a yellow headband.
Oh, there's more to the costume I got to put on.
Oh, okay. Well, Dr. Ben, how's your week been? What's new?
Nothing much. I've been working on my my comic book, Worry or Let Us Get, as it's being advertised now. I think when we do like the actual launch, I'll title it Worry because that's a more grabbing title. But I'll explain that Let Us Get is that that's the story that I've been in advertising.
Yeah.
So are you going with Worry or Let Us Get?
I think Worry is the way to go.
Yeah, I agree.
use that like going forward for other stories too. You know what I mean? If like I have like issue 2 and have like just completely unrelated stuff, or just it'd probably still be all my dumb stuff, But
Don't say that about yourself.
I tried to accept the challenge from Matt Barr for his drawing. He was challenging anybody to come and draw with him.
I heard about that. Did anybody end up going on their stream to challenge them?
They blocked me, so I don't know. What are you gonna do? Not one. I'm not gonna. I'm like a vampire. I'm not gonna. You gotta invite me into the over the threshold, and then the mummy comes out.
Immortal says
they really
Belmont's costume is a pothead.
You put on just the tip. Just the tip.
Just the tip.
He's a pencil head. Pencil head.
Katie says, chat, please back pencils down. Every time you back, the swamp babies cry. There we go. Is there a better reason? I don't think there is.
Yeah,
I'm gonna rub my tip every time you back.
Oh my god.
Oh man,
Good call.
it's gonna be worn out.
God, this isn't a kid's show.
Yeah, stay on camera, Justin.
If you hear any noises, it's just the TV.
By the way, Justin, any relation to Simon Belmont?
Good question.
Oh.
You're asking if my family are vampire hunters?
Yes.
Correct. I'm glad you got that because otherwise that would have been bad.
I always get that every time I go somewhere. If I'm checking into a hotel, they always ask me that.
It's a great freaking name, man. I have to admit.
Yeah.
So is that a yes?
I don't know. I guess we used to hunt vampires back in the days, but there's not really that many left. They kind of stay low key. Can't kill them if you know where they are. They're in hiding. You know what I mean? And it's just not that many like there used to be. The numbers they're almost extinct.
So I'm guessing you're tired of that question.
Yeah, I'm done with that life. You know what I mean? It's a lot of work to kill vampires.
Not about that vampire hunting life no more.
That isn't me anymore.
Wait, Katie's counting down to a picture, everybody.
That's what I'm saying. This thing looks even creepier with the. Well, if I get like those stakes, it looks like the Punisher face.
Did you get it, Katie?
Say cheese, everybody.
Smiling. What the fuck?
Oh, look what I got. I got. Oh, that's gonna mess it up. I just got. There you go. Okay.
Katie is totally like the mom on Halloween.
Yeah.
She's like, "Oh, all right, let's get a picture of everybody."
Was that what was going on? I was wondering what was going on. Was it a countdown? I thought someone had a bomb.
I did get worried for a second, like someone had thrown some ordnance or something.
Oh yeah, you guys are playing like that opener, and I don't know what's going on.
No, not yet. No bombs yet.
Yeah, that was my bad. I was a little late. I'm sorry about that. There's no bombs on this show except for truth bombs.
Correct.
Like, here's a truth bomb for you guys. Are you ready for this? You have no idea. Here's a truth bomb for you. You should back Pencils Down right now. Look
Do
at
it.
this. $1,714, and it was just launched last night. How amazing is that?
Actually, refresh it.
Uh-oh. Yeah, so you're getting an echo somewhere.
Oh!
38.
Amazing.
Nice.
Amazing.
Yeah, I tuned into Katie's launch, the launch on her stream, which was really good.
Yeah.
Saw that it was at about 30, so that's pretty successful, I'd say.
Oh,
Yeah, she did a great job.
Nice job.
And we got, we got a lot of people turn out, a lot of love, a lot of people in the chat. And she went on for 4 hours, like a marathon.
Yeah. So did you guys? I had to go to bed to go to work, but did you guys get the fire tonight?
Yes, we got fire. She played the video. That guy was a pimp. He had all the girls dancing.
Yes.
Gunther.
His name Gunther.
Yeah.
He doesn't sing a damn line. They're like, Gunther, how about you sing this one? And he's like, no.
I mean, I guess you can consider that singing.
Yeah, right. Look, my commando brethren here, my chat, please, my chat. Let me go through the chat here, so I can verbally, by name, encourage you to go back this book here. Well, we've got Frederick, obviously, he's right here with us. We got Dr. Ben, he's also right here with us. Mr. Self-Destruct apparently has folks coming over. I'll pop back in later. I've got company over. Idiots left the stove on. The whole house smells of gas. You can even smell it outside the house.
Holy shit.
Don't light a match.
That guy's so beset, man. His life.
That ain't good.
Not at all. Nicholas, have you backed it yet? Nicholas, you got to back it, brother. Wrangler, have you backed it? Nice to see you again, man. Thanks for being so nice to me when I was on your guys' show last night. I appreciate that.
Oh, it was
Wolf
awesome,
and Bear.
man. It was awesome.
You got to back it, my guy. It really was. It was. Thank you for having me on, Frederick. It was like a nice, chill stream, and I love that music in the background too.
Dude, everybody had a good time, man. It was fun talking about your project and how Comicsgate Commandos came to be and all that. So if you guys want a bit of a history lesson, tune into that stream.
Yes, very much so. I was going to post it today, Frederick, but I didn't want to shine the light off of Justin here, so I will post that tomorrow.
For sure.
Immortal Rising. You got to back the book, brother. You got to back it. And also, you should come back on the show sometime when you get a chance. And Angry Space Marine Finity. I didn't even see this at first. Hello, what's going on? Have you backed the book? Have you backed Pencils Down yet?
He had a question too.
Is that a
Go ahead.
What was that?
Where's
his question? Is it later?
Yeah, he wants to know. Dillard drew it. Dillard does the interiors, the story. Then there's going to be 3 covers. One is going to be the Dillard cover, but it's not completed yet. He hasn't even started. But we agreed that he will do a cover. So I just put, his face on the cover right there. So just waiting for the artwork. And then once I get that, I can post it. But there's 3 different covers. There's the Corey Barton cover, and there's the Eric Hodson cover, which you can see right there in the main image. That's the guy who did Merkmaid. He's a great artist. He worked for Genuine Comics. He did Perfect 10.
Uh-huh.
So, yeah, Dillard did
Great
the
artist.
interior.
Fantastic artist. Do we have some? Let's see. We got some of these down here. There he is.
Yeah, that's the interior. That's Dillard. And that's Fanta, but her alter ego, Dark Angel.
So Justin, we
I'm
know
sorry.
that the art.
Hold on. Wait, did you say Fanta?
Yeah, you know Fanta?
Like as in phantasmagorical?
Yeah. Phantom.
You come onto my show and you bring on my arch nemesis. You post her in a picture. The audacity.
Wait a second. What's
Sheer nerve.
Fanta's your arch net? What's going on here, Patrick?
Yes, Phantasmagorical is my internet arch nemesis, and she has been since I met her. So hold on, I gotta restart my computer. There's an echo, and I'm way behind you guys. I'll be right back. Here, Justin, can you please share your campaign so I can give you control over it so you can talk about it while I'm gone?
All right.
Yeah.
I'm on a mean delay here. Also immortal. You're probably right.
Let me get.
I'm sorry. All right, here we go. All right, I will be right back, folks. I'm so sorry.
I have some questions about the campaign. So we know that the art looks great. So tell us about the general concept of the story. Like, what's it all about?
The concept is, do you remember the whole pencils down controversy a few years back where Marvel and DC, the creators were told to stop working on their projects, put their pencils down?
Yes.
And Indie Comics kind of speculated that they were going to gut their comics section of the company and maybe go more towards movies and merchandising because of that woke shit. Kind of like gave them, shitty numbers. I mean, the comic shops are buying this shit, but they act like it's selling out, but it's not really selling out. They're making some shop owner is buying all this garbage and they can't sell it on their shelf. So I don't even know how these comic shops even stay in business, dealing that stuff. But I was thinking about those days, and I was thinking, how can I make a character that can, fit with that? And I was thinking of a pencil, and I can't draw for shit, but I was sketching like a pencil character, and I put the number 2 on his chest, and then I just had big fucking arms, and that was it. It was a simple sketch, and I drew a sharpener gun, and I posted it in my DM group, and they thought it was funny. And Eric Hodson is an artist in our group, and I asked him if he would, give his take on the character, and he kind of took the number 2 from the chest and put it on his arm as a tattoo. And he also he added like a grip to the pencil sharpener gun, which you can see right here.
Yeah.
And it just came out really cool. And I thought, maybe I can do, a comic book with this. And I approached Hojo, and he said he would do a script. And I wanted, something satire, something fun, something people are going to laugh at. That's why I'm wearing this thing on my head right now.
It's definitely an original character, that's for sure.
Yeah, that's what I want to do. I want to put out characters that are very original. I'm not going to make a character that looks like somebody else's, and I don't know. I just want to put out something different. So I didn't know how it was going to go. How many people were going to buy a comic book with an angry pencil with a sharpener gun? I don't know. I think he looks cool. Maybe one of the pencil companies will knock on my door and want to use him as a mascot or something on a commercial, animated or something. Or
it does look like a mascot.
Yeah.
So he just fights crime, or who's the villain here?
Well, the story goes, he's an artist and he loses his job at the Big Two, and he wants to get revenge. So he gets his Ouija board out and he tries to summon a demon. But what happens is his pencil rolls onto the board and comes alive, and he's angry. He doesn't like woke. And it kind of goes from there. It's pure satire. So everything goes wrong, and it's a ridiculous kind of a storyline, but it's supposed to be because it's satire. And I came up with that origin idea, and then I handed it over to Hojo, and he turned it into this this funny comic. You are going to laugh out loud. There's lots of Easter eggs. You're going to see a lot of a lot of cameos, a lot of people. You're going to see maybe creators you don't like in the background or whatever. Or you're gonna see a Repaverse joke. We're gonna make fun of this 3D asset fucking couch, but we're gonna make fun of everything. You know what I mean? This book's for everybody. If Repaverse fans want to buy that shit, I mean, buy it. I mean, it's for everybody. If you can't laugh at ourselves, what the fuck's the point? You know what I mean? Comic books are all about that. Entertainment. You want to entertain the reader, and that's what me and Hojo's intentions. And we kind of wanted to bring the community together. So, I have guys from the slums on there. I know some people might not like that, but I had to show all of CG in this book, and we make fun of them. We make fun of everybody. So nobody's safe. And I don't even know who else is going to be in the book, because as it goes, I might come up with ideas to throw, other people, other creators, other IPs into the book, and then maybe we'll do another issue and I can, expand on it. But other than the story, because the story is 12 pages, there's also going to be a lot of fan art. So if anybody draws, you want to enter my art contest, which is coming out pretty soon. I'm going to talk about that, and do some streaming about that, and maybe get some people to submit some artwork, and I'll publish you. And I have some prizes, and we'll see how it goes. I hope to get some killer pieces of art. I was on Drawn and Quartered. I don't know if you guys are familiar with that show.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, I was on there, and they're just drawing some crazy shit. I mean, that one guy draws like Ren and Stimpy, and that's what I was going for here. That's why I wanted Dillard to draw the book, because he knew the humor I was going for. He has different styles. He can draw like super realistic, or he can draw like cartoony. And I liked his, Ren and Stimpy is like his favorite thing. Talks about it all the time on stream. And I'm a big fan of Ren and Stimpy. I even have the whole box set. I saw it on eBay for like $25 one day, and I just grabbed it. That's some really good shit. I mean, us kids shouldn't even watch that probably at that age. You know what I mean? There's so much watching it as an adult.
I used to love it. No, Diller's a sick artist too. I mean, honestly, everything you said about this book has sold me on it, because I like the lightheartedness. I like the fun. The art's great, and I like to laugh at it because you don't get that too often. I could tell that this is actually going to make me laugh, with all the references to the different people that we actually know. So that's cool, man. This is all good stuff.
Yeah, right here you can see the Little Mermaid in the background.
Uh-huh.
Cocaine Shark. Stab Bastion. Yep. And you're going to see, that's Eric Hodson, the artist, as a little child. He put himself in there, and he's playing with a dreaded dinosaur figure, which is his character.
Nice.
Then we got the Corey Barton cover, which has boobs galore, which, he's good at drawing. So, but one thing Hojo forgot to put into the book was sex appeal. And I need, if we're going to have Corey draw the cover, you're not going to have him just draw some muscular guy and nothing else. So I decided to have him add some, posters on the wall. And this artist, his name's Sage in the book. He loses his job, and he's probably never even been laid before. And he's just obsessed with women, has them all over his wall. Kind of imagine his sad life, you know what I mean? Just living in this little shitty apartment with cat food everywhere, and just living in, and like shit from paycheck to paycheck, working for the big two. And then he loses his job and goes wrong, and this is what happens. He summons like a genie from a lamp. And we got are you familiar with Hojo's Mythicals?
Yes, it's one of the best Comicsgate books out there.
Yeah, it's a great book, and that's Nancy Moon right there on the left on the poster. Since he wrote the book, I wanted to put something in there as a nod to Hojo.
Exactly.
And you see the 3 frogs in the windowsill.
Yeah, those are some sexy frogs, dude. I didn't know you could draw frogs so sexy.
Yeah, look at those bullfrogs, man.
Yeah.
And they have an important role in the book. You'll see when you back it. And of course, John Dillard cover hasn't started, so I just put his smiling face on there. But there's his interiors. You can see his quirky style that he used for this book. Just great stuff. Look at that. Look how talented the man is.
Oh yeah.
And you can see kind of the Ren and Stimpy in that last panel, like the influence with the teeth, the cracked
Mhm.
teeth.
It's sad that there's so many people who will just ignore John Dillard because of the whole yellow Flash thing. It's like John's got almost nothing to do with it other than he's being paid to draw a book. You know what I mean? Like John is a great artist, and he's actually really funny on stream, and I love watching him with Dark Gifts. So
Yes, what I was going to do is I was going to have him do the voice of number 2 when I make a longer trailer. Right now I have a teaser trailer. Can I play that actually?
oh, of course.
Can we call Dillard number 2?
Well, his government name is Dixon Sharp.
That's awesome.
Yeah, let me play this trailer for you guys. It's really short. It's really short.
Very nice. So, when you originally did you have a hand in designing the characters as well as setting up the whole story and everything?
Not all the characters. In this panel right here, we got Spotlight Cats instead of the Starlight Cats. So and we got Finatra as a praying mantis with a man bun. We got Dark Gift in the background smoking with Doc Blaylock.
Oh yeah, look at that. Because
The colorist.
that
Are you familiar with
idea
that?
of him being a genie as well as the pencil design, it actually marries perfectly. Like it's so cool how perfectly those two ideas married well together.
Look at how ridiculous the character is. How he did the effect with his eye. His one eye is like popped out a little bit. Up a little bit. Just great artist. This is the first page he ever drew for Pencils Down, page 4, and you can see that he kind of like got more detailed in that big panel.
Beautiful.
And John actually colored that second panel where he's drooling. He isn't the colorist, but as for fun, he like just colored it in, and then I saw the orange color of him because originally Corey Barton made him really bright yellow, and I didn't really like it. It was too bright. I'm not a big fan of yellow. When I saw John Dillard, how he mixed the yellow with the orange like that, it just looked great. So I had Corey change his colors to match John's, and then he gave him green eyes. Dillard gave him. So I thought it came out good. Some pencils have that green instead of like a silver headband or whatever, silver band before the eraser. You know what I'm talking about? Some have green.
I like the colors. It reminds me of back in the day. You remember the higher quality pencils, like the Ticonderoga?
Yeah.
Ticonderoga pencils had that orange with the nice quality band, the metal band.
I'd like to see him fight like Cocaine Shark and get like teeth marks on the pencil.
Yeah.
Shit. Teeth marks on the.
Yeah.
You guys.
This is the line art. Dillard. This is lines. It's all done digitally, and I'm going to offer that. So if you guys back the digital tier, you get the Dillard line art edition.
Nice.
So that's $8. If you just want the digital, all digital, you can just get for $8. You get the standard edition and the Dillard line art edition, or you can get just the physical book for $15. Nothing fancy, just whatever stretch goals we unlock. And then we also have the Ultimate Digital Collection, which is all the stuff that I've ever released. Smokes, Weaponized Werewolf. So
For only
8
$20?
yeah, 8 PDFs for $20. Can't
my
beat that.
God.
Yeah, I saw this tier last night, and I gotta admit that's a great idea because you mentioned having both the book and the digital. I never thought about that. Like, because if I could do that every time, I would, so that I would read the digital and not open up the book. To keep the book pristine. So that's a great idea.
Yep, and if you back both together, the physical and the digital, it's only $20. You save, like $3. So it's only the PDF's only $5 more instead of $8. So you get a little bit of a deal if you want them both together. So you can pick out your cover. You can get Corey Barton cover, or the Eric Hodson cover, or the future Dillard cover. And then I have a catch-up tier as well. So if anybody wanted to get the physical Smokes or Weaponized Werewolf, you can get 6 comics for $60. I mean, can't beat that. So, and you get all 3 covers for pencils down as well. So 6 books and Weaponized Werewolf. And there's only 6 left because I am almost sold out, believe it or not, of Smokes the Fox Don Perlin cover because he just passed away recently. He was a legend. He was the artist of Ghost Rider. He was the co-creator of Moon Knight. He also co-created Bloodshot or Ninjak. Sorry, Ninjak. He's just a great guy and in the field, and I got to work with him.
That's amazing, dude. How did you? So I heard you on it was JJ's stream, I think, the other night, and you were talking about how you'd met some of these people. You just met them at conventions. Was it Mike Barron you were talking about?
Yeah, I'm out in Colorado, and Mike lives out here. He's not like my neighbor or anything, but he's not too far away. And we have a convention called the Rocky Mountain Con, and he comes every year. It's in November, so it's coming up. It's a little rinky-dinky con, but it actually brings in big names. Michael Golden was there one year. Larry Hama. A lot of people don't like him, his views on politics and such, but he still is a legend with his artwork. Sometimes you got to detach, I think, their beliefs from their art if you really want. Otherwise, you're going to hate almost about every artist in the mainstream. You know what I mean? So I kind of have to do that for a lot of artists that I love. But it's a little small convention. Then I see him every year, so he doesn't know me by name, but he probably knows my face or recognizes me because I go to his table and buy stuff. And he sees me all the time. And I thought this one year, I'm putting out this comic. I'm just going to ask him, will he write my book? And he said, what's it about? And I'm like, it's about a pot smoking fox. He rides a fucking motorcycle and smokes weed. He escapes from a military base. And he's like, I'm in. And that was it. I mean, I just pitched my book really quick. And I thought he was joking at first because you don't know these guys. And then 2 weeks later, he produced a script, and we just had a couple of changes that I didn't like, a couple of small things, nothing really major, and that was it. And then I sent it to an editor. I worked with Kurt Hathaway. He's actually the letterer on Black Flag for Dan Fraga. So he worked at Extreme Studios.
Nice.
He worked for Rob Liefeld, and he's the creator, I think, of the Extreme Studios logo. So he's a logo guy. He does letters, does a great job. He's been doing professional lettering for over 30 years. He used to be the letterer on Youngblood back in the 90s. So I had him, letter Smokes and Weaponized Werewolf, and he's coming back for Pencils Down to letter that when I'm finished. But yeah, I just hope people like this project. Looks like my Be a Cover Star is sold out. I was allowing people to have Dillard draw you on the cover. So you could have been in the cover in the background somewhere. It was a $200 tier, so I was surprised that they sold out that quickly. So that's going to cover the cost, to pay Dillard for his cover art, stuff like that, and cover the comics you get with that tier as well. So it's pretty simple, campaign. You can get the catch-up tier for $60, all physical. I got these packs that have digital and physical, and just all digital collection. And this is a standard book for $15 with the main cover by Eric Hodson. But my other tiers, you can get the option to have my autograph, whatever. I was surprised how many people wanted my autograph when I put out Smokes. I thought maybe I had like 10 people, but it seems people like to get their book signed. But if you don't like that, I know some people don't like anybody touching their books. They like to keep them mint, like you said, put them in your long box and then read the digital so you don't get your prints all over them and stuff. It's easier to have it on your computer anyway, you know what I mean? Instead of digging through your boxes and shit looking for it. But yeah, it's a very simple campaign, just a few tiers. If you just want the, just the bare bones, $8. You get the full story. You're going to see all the fan art, and you're going to get the John Dillard line art edition, 2 PDFs for $8. So, and then I think the best deal is the all 3 covers. If you're a guy who likes floppies, and that's what you want. But if you want to add the digital, it's only $5. So you still save the $3 if it's an add-on. And I also have some other add-ons. Are you guys familiar with the Iron Age card set?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so Smokes is in that card set. And I made a deal with Adam Miller, and he gave me a stack of cards, and I'm offering those cards in this campaign for $2 as an add-on.
Oh, very nice.
I should have put the picture on the campaign, huh?
Yeah.
But you can see it when you go to after you purchase, you can see the add-on, and there is a picture of it there. But it's a pretty cool card. Anna Miller, man, he's like the Joe Jusko of our indie scene. But I think Dillard did a great job. And if you're a fan of Ren and Stimpy, if you're a CG fan, you got to have this book in your collection.
Very nice. So, what are we at right now? $1,900 on the campaign.
Oh, Hojo's here. Let me see. Let me refresh.
Okay.
Oh, I can't do that because I'm showing my screen.
Sorry, I dropped out there for a second. I wanted to say hi to Hojo. What's up, Hojo?
What's up, Hojo? Yeah, Hojo is the writer of Mythicals as well. He did a good job. You're gonna laugh.
Oh yeah.
Let me see. Where are we at? Did we hit 2,000?
If you guys haven't backed Mythicals 3, you should do it now. And also, I can tell you as a matter of fact that Hojo's a good writer. He writes great dialogue. His characters have depth. So you should back Pencils Down, if only for Hojo. But, his writing is excellent. So there's nothing to worry about here for those people who are wondering and don't know.
Patrick, I think you're coming through on another mic.
Bollocks.
I thought that was me. I was like, well.
Fucking. What I was trying to say was.
There you go. You're good.
Hojo's a great writer, and Mythicals 3, you should guys go back that too as well if you can. Actually, Katie or somebody else who's one of the moderators, if you could grab that too and post that in the chat. Great writer, so you don't have anything to worry about with Pencils Down. This is going to be a very, very well-written book. Oh, I just burped in my mask. Oh, fuck.
We got some all-stars in the chat tonight. Got 7 and 9. I saw Yana Fui earlier.
This is
Welcome.
D7 of 9.
Hey, he's going to be in the book.
Well, I feel obligated to tell 7 of 9, go fuck yourself. Got him.
There you go. Got him.
Yeah, he's in the book. He's got his Cecil shirt. It says I heart Cecil, but it's kind of covered up, so it looks like it says I shart Cecil.
Guys, this just became a real Comicsgate stream. 7 of 9's here. Like, what?
Yeah, dude.
We would just need like past Master Dan and like one other person, and I feel like we would be Comicsgate kings.
Why doesn't Taskmaster Dan get in here? Where's that guy?
Yeah.
He'll show
what
up soon
happened to
enough.
Dan?
Patrick, I do have to tell you, now you're coming in hot.
Okay. How's this? I'm speaking regular volume through the mask. How's that sound?
That's a lot better. Yeah, that's
All right,
good
cool.
now.
All right. Sorry about that. Sorry, I interrupted you, Justin. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Where was I? Oh,
You were
back
talking-
pencils down.
Yeah.
Why not?
We're gonna look at
Why not?
somebody said we're at 1922. Yeah, everybody in the chat, if you haven't backed it, this is a book worth doing it. And let's shoot for 2000 tonight. I don't think we're gonna play like fire tonight, but let's make that the goal for this evening.
Yeah, that'd be great to hit 2K tonight.
Yeah. That's only like $80. Come on, guys. We can do that. Chuck Reardon, I know you're fucking loaded. Come on, man.
I backed it. I got the book. I paid to get the pencil book.
So, on this topic, then, is there anybody here who'd like to explain to me? And if Justin doesn't want to talk about this, Justin, you tell us, and we'll stop. You're the special guest for this evening. So if there's a subject we bring up that you'd rather not speak about, let us know, and we'll move on. But I want to know, because I wasn't really privy to it, the drama surrounding your launch.
Well, the slums thought the book was basically about them, and the subject was about them, but they just featured on one page, and it has a lot of cameos. And they were offended that we launched on Katie's channel because they don't get along with Katie, and they thought that I might have did that on purpose to piss them off for some reason. I don't know why I would put somebody in the book and then want to piss them off. Why would I do that? I mean, it makes no sense. But things got out of hand. But then I went on the show, and Hojo got aired out a little bit, and then I jumped on the stream, and then it seems like everybody was cool, and it all worked out, I think. But yeah, I mean, the slums is represented in the book, as well as everybody else in CG. I didn't want to leave anybody out. Dillard actually put Lord Raptor Jesus in it. He put his friends. I let him get some artistic freedom and put some people in there. Some people are not going to like that he's in it, maybe, or whatever. Or I can't please everyone. You know what I mean? This book is CG, no matter if you like it or not. I mean, whether you like the guys or not, they're a part of it. And some people are going to be in it, and we're going to make fun of them though too. We're not just going to put them in there.
Yeah, exactly. As long as everybody is made fun of.
Yeah, they're going to be made fun of. And Eric July and the Rippaverse, they're going to get made fun of. Nobody's safe. They could still back. You know what I mean? It's for everybody. This is what I wanted. I wanted I don't know, try to bring everybody together, but it kind of just caused a lot of drama. But I know sometimes bad publicity or whatever is good publicity, or anything that brings attention to your book. It's getting people to talk. It's like, what's this pencils down? Why the fuck are they fighting about it for hours on a stream or whatever? So they're gonna check it out, and maybe they're gonna see it, and they're gonna like it and back. So I don't even mind that there was a whole ordeal. It's all over with. Guys fight. It's not the fucking end of the world. It's just a fucking small argument. It did get a little out of hand, I guess. I came in later though. I had to watch it at the replay. But yeah, they came in hot on Hojo. But in the end, it's all done with. And I don't know. I hope they just stay over on their own side and just do their own thing or whatever. I hope one day that maybe everybody can fucking get along in some way, or at least be reasonable to each other or whatever. It's a small community as it is, and if you fucking break it up into smaller pieces, eventually we're gonna have nothing left. You know what I mean? It's just it keeps breaking into smaller groups. It seems more and more. In the beginning of Comicsgate, it was really, really united. You know what I mean? That was the one thing that really got me to want to be in it and be a part of it. There was unity, and everybody agreed on on things, and everybody was on the same page. Now everybody, thinks completely different. Fuck this guy, fuck that guy. Why are you going to go on his stream? If you go on his stream, I'm never talking to you again. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Shit like that. I mean, policing and I'm a small creator. I got to take whatever channel wants me on. I know it might piss somebody off on Katie's channel, but it was the best for the book, and I need to get it funded, and that's the goal. The goal is to get the book funded. So if I got to go over to maybe somebody's enemy's stream, doesn't mean he's my enemy. It's another place to, to promote, to talk about comics, which was why we're here, to talk about fucking comics. To get, that's why we're here. We're fans of comics. We like this shit. And what's Hojo saying?
Well, he said a lot of things, but speaking of which, Hojo, if you'd like to come on, I'd love to have you on again. Yeah, I'm an equal opportunity offender when it comes to satire. George Carlin didn't care what side you were on. Exactly.
Oh,
And then he also says, I held my own, to be fair. Your own what? Lol. But at the end of the day, we were able to squash it like men. Squash what? It sounds very gay, what you just said.
The argument on the stream last night,
Oh,
apparently
okay.
some people got heated, and they took it out on Hojo. And in all honesty, I don't think this is a controversial statement, but for guys to get upset over this is kind of pathetic, really, yelling on the stream about it. Like, come on, guys. And then also, it tends to be the people who actually don't have any project that they're making also. Like, they're kind of just an asshole on the internet. So there's that.
Well, I understand sometimes it gets attention to your channel and gets maybe that's why I have like 665 subs. If I started saying fuck you, fuck this guy, fuck that guy, this guy's a piece of shit, and start talking shit the whole show, I'll probably get up to 1,000 really quick. But that's not really what I want to do. You know what I mean? I don't want to.
Yeah.
I want to just talk about comics. You know what I mean? Or just have fun and laugh. Look at some hot chicks on stream or whatever, and just laugh mainly. Have a good time. Go on these streams. Hang out with people that like the same shit you do, and just talk about comics. It doesn't always have to be about fucking comics, but it's better than talking about drama, I think. But I know a lot of people get into that shit and they like it.
Most of it should be about the art form and about positive things. If you're mostly focusing on negative stuff, then you're contributing to the problem. Oh my God! Speaking of negative stuff, and I don't mean oh my God literally, because that would be blasphemous. Master is here. Wait a minute.
The master is here now. You may start the show.
That's how J.D. Kirby talks in my mind. In my mind. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt like that, but I did. But yeah, what I look at it as is we're all arguing, honestly, about minutia of independent comic books. But I think if you were to ask a lot of these people in what we call the Comicsgate and the surrounding area, their political opinions, their moral opinions, I think we all agree with each other a lot more than we disagree, which is actually what a real place of freedom of speech looks like. Like we can have different opinions. The weird thing about independent comics, at least in regards to Comicsgate right now, is that the people who have different opinions can't get along with one another. And I think that's happened from the outside culture and was brought into Comicsgate. It just is a natural thing that happened through osmosis. But I think we need to make a concerted effort to be like, for the most part, we're all on the same side. Like, if you're for censorship, go fuck yourself. If you're not for censorship and you're for letting people do what they want, and then let's talk, let's have fun, let's have each other on each other's channels. But so there is kind of like this like a lack of focus on what the main reason comics even ever existed for was, and that was for you to be able to say what you want and write and draw what you want. So I don't know.
You started speaking in an alien language there, Patrick.
Yeah, you're breaking up.
Yeah, like that.
Oh my God! I rehearsed that monologue for 3 hours.
The alien is coming through. Maybe just jump off and jump back on.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
But I agree obviously with what Patrick said, and we all are here for the same reason. We have more things in common than not. And this whole criticism that has been happening of saying, "Oh, you're grifting by doing this," like that's a buzzword, and it's kind of meaningless. It's like, you're a creator. You want to pitch your book, you want to promote it. Let's not call each other grifters. You know what I mean? Like we want to promote it as much as possible on whoever's show. We'll do it as long as they're not like, a complete maniac. So there you go.
That just does that. I'll look at it.
You want to do a quick?
What? Comicsgate tried to groom me.
You didn't get a free copy of Cyberfrog.
Dr. Ben, Dr. Ben makes these like mock-up posters of all kinds of oddities and events. But Justin, are you able to refresh the page so we can take a look?
Well, wait.
Yeah,
I would wait until. Or you? He's got it. Wait until Patrick gets back onto the stream because it was at what, like 1922 with 38 backers.
Oh, we can't see it right now. Oh, there you go.
Oh, well, there
1960.
1960.
We got another one.
Thank you, guys.
Amazing.
Yeah, we're almost to 2K. I think we can get there.
We only got $40, folks. $40. That's it.
Really close. Yeah, one last time, these are the covers. Everything's looking great. I'll try to get this comic out, as fast as I can. The deadline I have on here is by the end of summer, but I want to get that to you guys sooner. But I have a baby on the way, and I know things are going to change next year. So I want to give myself a lot of extra time to get this book out to you guys. So I think it's a great project, and who knows? Maybe you guys might be in it. Somebody might be in it that you know.
You're showing that picture again. Fuck. Just skip over the phantasmagorical picture the next time. Ugh. Gross.
Yeah, leave Fanta alone. Fanta is good. She is a force of. Fanta is definitely a force of good, Patrick.
Fanta's there's nothing good about her. Okay, she thinks that she's. Look, it's a long story. You wouldn't understand, Dr. Ben. Okay.
You were really serious? I thought you were joking, or something. You really don't like her? I didn't know that.
Okay, well, she says that she's the greatest Chris Cornell fan of all time.
Oh.
She's not. She's not at all. And she made a video about it, saying that she was, and she put me in the video. And she didn't even mention that I have his autograph. Like, what's that? You know what I mean? Like, what the fuck? So, anyway, we're not really friends. Yes.
It's a loss for you, Patrick. That is a loss.
That's what I'm saying. So, I mean, there's so many characters and cameos in here that someone's going to not like somebody in the book. No matter what I do, I can't win. The only way to win is not to put anybody in the book.
No, I'm joking. I'm doing this so that I can make a video about her.
Oh, you're gonna make. Oh, you want clickbait?
Yeah, I'm gonna destroy her. Hail, Justin, Katie did Hojo, Commandos in chat, says Michael Ferraro. Hail, Michael Ferraro. Welcome. Thank you very much for tuning in.
Yeah, he was an early backer. He's been a big supporter.
Very nice indeed.
And Katie, one of my biggest supporters. Just like an angel, helping me out. Without her, I would have to launch on my channel. I probably would have made, I don't know, a few $100 maybe, something like that. She got a lot of eyes on my book.
Yes, she did.
An angel? I don't know about that though. I don't know about angel. Let's not go too far with Katie.
Yeah, that's more of like when you're a saint. You call her a saint, maybe. Or no,
hey, can you guys give me 1 second? I have to do something really quick.
Yeah.
Kind of just 1 second.
Go ahead. Oh, that's rich. That's rich, Dr. Ben. You bringing up saints on this channel. Interesting.
Patrick, I gotta mention
Yeah.
I don't know if it's the mask that's affecting you,
Uh-huh.
but you're hot again. I don't know if you want to turn it down.
I think maybe I'm overdoing it because I think nobody can hear me with the mask on.
Yeah, no, it's not. You're not too loud. It's just like it's distorted.
If I talk like this, can you hear me regularly, or is it still distorted?
That sounds perfect.
It does.
Yeah, that
Okay.
sounds perfect.
All right. Well, this is my regular voice. Pumpkin Man he's back in Russia. He's back in Moscow right now. But let's hold on, ladies and gentlemen. Speaking of costumes, look how perfect this is. Look how amazing this costume is. This is amazing. Carbon, I'm tempted to make you wear this every show because it's so sick.
Say something.
You know, it's funny because I was actually starting to think I might want to wear this every week.
You should, dude. It's amazing. Yes, Katie agrees. You should. It's amazing. It's a great costume. Is it hot for you in there?
It's not too bad. I mean, I'm sweating a little bit, but it could be worse.
That's
Like
good.
a little fan.
It's mainly obviously the mask is a little bit, having that wrapped around your head, and you gotta get used to it. But it's not too bad.
It does have a hole in the mouth. I'm surprised by that. Normally, Rorschach doesn't have a hole in his mouth, does he?
Well, without the hole, it would be terrible. Like that would be unbearable.
Oh, yeah. Did you cut that hole in there, or did it already come with the mask?
It was in there. It was in there already.
Well, yeah.
7 of 9 says it looks like a hummingbird playing the bagpipes.
Yeah, what do you see in this, Patrick? What do you see when you look at the gimmick?
I see the destruction of statist pigs. Welcome back, Justin Belmont.
Sorry, I had a...
What perfect timing.
You guys talking about me?
No. You just saved us from another Patrick Quinlan rant, so we really appreciate it. Oh my God! What's up, Adam Weber? How you doing, man?
I was going to ask him, what would the pencil guy look like if he was a mummy? Could you make him into a mummy pencil man?
A mummy?
Yeah.
I don't know. I was thinking that he had a son. I was going to make him
like me, like an Egyptian, like a mummy, like wrapped up.
I don't know, maybe if I do like a Halloween special one day or something.
Yeah. Well, no, that's what I'm saying. Like if I draw, there, can't even see it. It's me hard.
Oh, look at that!
Yeah.
Oh,
Hold on.
Like the pencil or whatever. That's what I'm saying. Like, what if I made him into a mummy? Like, he would be doing Halloween, wouldn't he? I would think.
Yeah, that would look cool. Give him like some Frankenstein bolts coming out of his ears or some shit.
Yeah.
Like Frederick said, though, you should put like bite marks on him. That would make him look more horror. You know what I mean?
Oh, like they do on Simpsons, they make like the horror version of the character.
Yeah.
You could do something like that, I guess. Yeah.
If
it looks cool, man, you can enter in the contest. If you want to do a detailed drawing and enter. I'm going to publish the cool pieces of art, and I even make the book a little bit longer if I got so much art to put in it. Can make that a stretch goal or whatever. I want to showcase as many people as I can and like put spotlight on them. And a lot of people haven't had their drawings inside of a comic book.
That's true. Speaking of drawings inside of comic books, I wanted to show you guys here real quick. Good old Frederick. What are you doing here, Frederick? Tell us what you're doing.
So this is the central double-page spread for my upcoming comic, Rattel. We've got him here doing his inaugural flight over the city of Montreal, over the university there. Hey, Wrangler.
Goodbye, Wrangler. Thanks for coming in, man.
And he's on this quadcopter board that he's built, and he's flying his inaugural flight ahead of a night of crime fighting.
Yeah. Wow. Amazing stuff. Frederick, if you I know like when you're on a new thing, sometimes you don't want to interrupt people, but you can feel free at least to interrupt me for sure. I know I go on, so you can just if you want to say anything, just don't feel like you need to wait. Like just go ahead and talk. You know what I mean?
For sure. For sure.
Fantastic. Well, oh hey, Dr. Ben, or take a wild guess. I mean,
Yeah.
you got a link for let us get /worry, the sign up or the eBay, so we can share that.
Yeah, let me pull that up on my.
Oh my God! Wow, says Katie.
Well, I got to rub my tip. I said if I got a backer.
That's true.
Jeez.
Oof.
Yeah, I was just on the page backing it right now, so you got another one now.
Oh,
Justin.
fresh.
That's what I do.
Let's see.
See, I should have just had like my.
Ooh, so close. We're so close.
1988.
That's like when you were born, wasn't it, Carbon? Got him.
Around then.
He doesn't want to answer. I was just trying to insult you, and you just don't want to answer the question.
There's this song. Who's that by? Oh Jesus! I don't know if that's even the right way to. Hold on.
You talking about Bowling for Soup?
I don't know if this worked. That didn't.
Oh my God, that reminds me. Later on in the show,
That didn't work at all. What the fuck did I just do? Sorry.
during the last hour of the show, when we get into the offensive content, there's a video I gotta share on Twitter that's freaking hilarious.
Oh my God! So long as it's not an outie belly button, that's all right.
No, I don't enjoy gross stuff. I don't do that. I like funny stuff.
You see, Justin, on this show, sometimes I have to I'll let Dr. Ben post things, and it'll be like, oh no, I shouldn't have let him post that. So, like, this,
It's like,
okay,
it was
here
like
we go.
a giant toe, but like.
Oh,
But
Doctor, post it in the private chat so I can share it, please.
is that what you do?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I am not. I haven't done a campaign before, so I don't know how to do all of the. That's why I have it just on the news on the email sign up, so that like kind of like work out just like the little kinks of like. I guess. Did you guys do the email sign up things?
Yeah, I think it's the best to do that. And if you can get 100 signups, I think that's a good goal to set. And if you get that, I think you should, launch your comic. But wait until you get there. Otherwise, you might not have a good launch. Try to get close to 100 as you can. Well, it depends on your goal, I guess. What's your funding goal?
Gosh, I wish there were people like you guys to tell me all this earlier. Like, for my first comic, I was like, oh, I got 30 signups. Time to launch. I'm going to do shirts and 3 covers and this and that and this and that. And people are like, you should probably just do 1 comic. So I wish you guys were
people
there.
want to release like a 100-page comic for their first time around. I would not recommend that. I would, go with a flop.
Yeah.
Start small, and make a mailing list. Get the cover made and maybe some showcase pages, and shop it around and see how how it goes. See if people like it, and then if you can get 100 signups, launch that sucker. Try to get on a big channel if you can, and promote your ass off. Every time you do a show, you're gonna get a backer. Usually, if you know what you're doing, if you can, if you're entertaining or your book looks good, and you got to sell yourself, to sell these books. So I got to wear this fucking hat. I don't have tits or anything, I got much going. I got to do what I can.
Yeah. Not yet.
Oh God, I'm sorry. I am fucking hot on this side. I had to take that alien mask off because it was hot as shit. I will put on my Pumpkin Man mask in a little bit here.
Yeah, we don't blame you. That was a little rough.
What do you mean, like the vocals?
No, I mean it looked uncomfortable.
Oh yeah, no, it's no good. And I also have staph on my ear right here, so even wearing this headphone is no good. But I've got to, you see what I'm due for Comicsgate? I would anyway. Here we have, ladies and gentlemen, let us get / worry. Dr. Ben's. Am I still hot? Sounds to me like I'm hot. We have
Slightly.
Dr. Ben's his comic book, which is going to be coming out here pretty soon. Within the year is what Dr. Ben promised us on last stream. And so if you want to sign up for it, please, I sent the link down there in the chat there. Please go to that, and so did Dr. Ben. Please go to that and sign up for it so that you will get updates for his, when it releases on. Are you going to do just IndieGoGo, Dr. Ben, or Fund My Comic as well?
The plan is, I'm going to do Fund My Comic after the IndieGoGo, I think, is what I'm going to do.
Okay. Trader. I mean, cool. Yeah.
Well,
I'm kidding.
That's another thing. If you launch on Fund My Comic, people might be like, I won't fucking back it Fund My Comic. Then if you launch on IndieGoGo, I ain't gonna fucking back on IndieGoGo. You get all kinds of people, so just put it on everywhere. You can't please everybody. There's no way. It's not possible.
Like right now, IndieGoGo has just got like the larger like audience share, and I've got to consider it's a complicated business arrangement that I can't really, there are NDAs, sir. I can't really explain all of these things.
Oh my God, you sound like Eric July now. Don't just please, everybody, go sign up for this right now if you can. The link is in the chat right there.
There's a horse, fucking best horse drawer in Comicsgate, right there.
Yeah, start setting up streams too. If you're gonna launch soon, start asking people, because some people are backed up a month or two, and you're not going to be able to get on. And you're going to, have a lag between your launch stream and future streams. So you just want to start getting in there early and booking. Just knock on everybody's door, and the worst thing that can happen is you get ghosted and they don't respond. That happens. Not everybody wants you on their show, or whatever, but you never know until you fucking ask, right? And just, you got to have time to promote. Otherwise, you're not gonna be able to fund it. You just gotta put the work in.
Speaking of which, Dr. Ben, don't give any specifics here, but when you're right, you're right. I reached out, so we're gonna have a special guest on here at some point in the next month or two, and it'll be a lot of fun for everybody.
As immediate.
Yeah, you gotta shoot your shot.
You gotta shoot your shot.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. That's the thing, Patrick. That's like.
Well, every guest we have on is special, obviously, and I don't mean like in a kind of way. I mean like
sure,
actually special. Was that offensive? Sorry if I offended anybody there. Actually,
no. We have had some really good guests.
Oh yeah,
you have to. Yeah, we have to. I'll admit that. But Justin, I was going to ask you: is there like a stream that you regularly do, like every week?
Yeah, I do the Man Cave, which is on my channel, and that's on Thursdays at 6 p.m. Eastern, which is 4 p.m. Mountain Time, my time. It's like a weird fucking time zone. Not many people live in. Some people even ask me, "Is that a real time zone?" I never even heard of that. Some people never even heard of Mountain Time, but it exists. I promise you.
What's the name of your channel on YouTube?
It's Belmont Press Comics.
Let's just subscribe to it.
Yeah, I appreciate it. I was stuck at 666 subs, and it's kind of a weird number. So if I can get out of that, get away from that number, it would be great. Especially on Halloween's coming up tomorrow. Kind of don't want to be stuck on 666.
Yeah, you don't. Yeah, you don't want to be on that. Wait a minute. I think I just became the 666. Oh
no, someone else is gonna have to sub.
What's it called?
Yeah. Now
Belmont Press Comics.
Yeah. At work, it was funny because we were looking at money in numbers, and there was a number on the presentation that was 666. It's like, well, that's it's a good result, but
yeah, I was gonna wear this tomorrow on my Halloween special. We're gonna have Flip City Magazine join us Her name's Christy. She's a cool chick. She puts out a nice magazine. It's really fun. Some funny shit. It's like Mad Magazine type shit. She's going to be on our show tomorrow. We're going to have a few different guests. We're going to, be wearing our costumes and just going to have a good time. Then after that, we're going to take a break for a little while because we did like 79 episodes in a row. So we're kind of burnt out. We need a little bit of a break. And then we're going to come back for Christmas. What's that?
Who else shows up on the Man Cave regularly?
Regularly, sometimes we have Dillard join the panel. Hojo used to come on, but now he's got a lot of stuff going on. He's got like baseball, I think, Little League or whatever with his kid and stuff like that. I think he coaches the team. But we got good stuff. He's the trailer king. If you need a trailer for your comic, for your book, he's got good deals. Go to goodstuffcreations.net, and he's got different packages. And I got my mini trailer for $40 fucking, man. That's a steal.
Wow.
You know what I mean? And there was a coupon code, and I got like 10% off that, and I paid $36. Now, where are you gonna get a better deal for it was a 30-second teaser trailer, but still, I mean, it's still amazing what he can do, and he did it in like 2 days. So he's a fast turnaround. He'll do you justice. You'll get more backers from that trailer. He just did Graham Nolan's Escape from Monster Island. Watch that trailer, man. It's probably one of the best ones he did. He did the Mythicals first trailer and the third issue trailer. I think Animane did the second trailer because Hojo won a contest or something. But he did Soul Tack trailer. He did Bloodbone. He's just been killing it with these trailers. So if you guys need it, hit up Good Stuff. He's on the panel. Dillard sometimes shows up. We got Ray Haylock. He's the guy that makes his. If you want your own site and you want to make like a campaign, like an IndieGoGo on your site, or like a Fund My Comic on your own actual website, he's the man to do it. And he's got the thing called the WP tool funding kit. And they could put, a campaign on your website, and he could design your whole website. He could set up the merchandise. He do all the work for you, and you can launch all your stuff and never have to pay another fucking IndieGoGo fee or Fund My Comic. I know Fund My Comic doesn't charge much, but you don't have to pay any more fees or whatever. And it uses Stripe, the same shit that everybody else is using. Same thing Kickstarter uses. Same thing IndieGoGo uses. It's like the biggest processor out there. So. Yeah, there's a lot of options now. You can bring your campaign to fucking IndieGoGo, Kickstarter, and people bitch that you put it on Kickstarter because they hate us, etc. But I put my shit on Kickstarter, and even though it's kind of, but so is Billy Tucci, Mike Barron puts the stuff in there. I mean, I can use the extra $500 or whatever I get. I don't really promote it on Twitter because I know people are not going to want to see it. But there's people on Kickstarter that won't back anywhere else. And they're going to back my book. And I want to get this book out into many hands as I can. But if Kickstarter fucks with me and does something to me, then I probably wouldn't, put my shit on there. But as a small creator, I need to get, my books in as many venues as I can and eyes on it wherever I can.
Exactly. Yeah.
Until I'm like a CG king or something, I have to do this. You know what I mean? I need every backer I can. You know what I mean? I can't afford to not do all these platforms and just get out there.
Definitely.
You do
so you said good stuff. Go ahead, Ben. Sorry.
Oh, it's just gonna. Do you do like a lot of like comic conventions and stuff like that? Because like you've got the other Smokes, the Fox, and the Werewolf thing and whatnot. Like if you
I did a couple shows with Mike Barron actually. Okay. I'm friends with Mike. And there's a show called the Colorado Springs Con, which is the second biggest con out here in Colorado. The biggest one is Denver Con. There's 500,000 people in Colorado Springs. It's a pretty big show. And I was telling Mike about it, and I was like, Smokes is about to come out. I want to get a table, and I said, can I like pitch it to them that you want to go to the show, and then maybe I can be a guest as well. So I kind of used Mike to get to be a guest on the show. They booked both of us, they didn't pay for my hotel or anything like that, but I got to get into the green room and everything. It was pretty cool. And I was on the guest list on the same page as Jay Lee. Is that fucking crazy or something? You know what I mean? I put out, 2 comic books in my life. I'm, just a new guy. And then they put me on the website with Bart Sears, Mike Barron, and they show me Justin Belmont. And I thought it was amazing. You know what I mean? That they actually invited me, and they're fans of Mike Barron. And they're like, yeah, sure, you can come too. Then they asked for my picture and they put me on the site. So I did a couple smaller shows with Mike. We did Rocky Mountain Con one year. But I don't want to take away from him too. I don't want to be at his table like, oh, buy my books, don't buy his. You know what I mean? It's kind of a weird situation where he's selling his stuff, but I'm selling his stuff too because he wrote it, but he's not actually getting paid because he already got paid for the script. So I don't feel right, fighting over a sale next to Mike Barron. You know what I mean? He's my friend, but we did it. We just. Mike doesn't really take credit cards, and I was taking credit cards, and some people wanted to pay by that, so they were buying some smokes. But it's fun to hang out with him. He's a cool guy, man.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. Well, if they offer first, though, for you to be able to be at the table and have your books for sale, then why not? Go for it, because it's not like you're bad mouthing the other books. It's like, hey, whichever the audience wants or the customer wants, they'll get both.
Well, I'll just talk about the specific time where I was actually sitting like right next to him, not like at a different table. I don't mind if we're at different tables, but this time he just basically invited me to be a guest at his table. So I couldn't. But it's kind of a weird situation. I'm like, I don't want to. So this guy's walking up to the table. I don't want to, get him to buy my book. Maybe he only has $20 and he can only buy one book or whatever. You know what I mean? It's just a weird situation. But he invited me, so I couldn't say no to that. So I've been to a few conventions selling books, but mainly I sold my comics online on various platforms, and I think I've sold like 240 copies of Smokes, 240 different backers. Not too bad for a first timer, I think.
Yeah. Oh, that's good.
No, definitely. What got you into? Have you been a comic fan for a long time, and then you had some ideas? What made you take the dive into creating?
I used to collect baseball cards, but the only place to get baseball cards in my city or my town, whatever, grew up in upstate New York, was a place called Ravenswood. It was a comic book shop, but I was just going in there getting 87 Topps packs or whatever it was. But I would notice comics. What's that? I couldn't hear what he said.
No, that was the echo, actually.
Oh. Yeah, but I was buying like 87 Topps and stuff like that, and just packs of baseball cards. It was big back then. But I would notice the covers. So I was kind of intrigued by comic books, but I never bought one. But then one day I was at the mall, and they had fucking New Mutants '87, the first appearance of Cable.
Nice.
It was like, who's that doggy in the window, kind of moment. It was in the little shop, antique shop, and they had it taped to the fucking window. And I saw it. I know a lot of people fucking shit on Rob Liefeld or whatever, but he's got like a unique style, and that cover really appealed to me or whatever, and I just had to have it. It was like $6 or $8. That was a lot of money in like 86 or 87, whatever how year it was. So I bought that book, and it was a back issue. And then from there, I kind of got hooked on comics, and at the same time, I got hooked on marijuana. So that's how I came up with the idea of Smokes. I was just sketching, and I drew a fox head, and I gave him some bloodshot eyes, and I threw a pipe in his mouth. And I just called him Smokes. And then that character kind of stuck with me for a long time. And every once in a while, I'd think about, man, you should do something with that character, put out a comic book. And then, Kickstarter and IndieGoGo and Fund My Comic all started coming out. Now there was platforms where you can, fund your comic. You don't have to fucking beg DC or Marvel to check your shit out and to publish it. You can do your own thing. No one's going to police you or whatever, as long as you stay in the rules of the platform, whatever those are. I think you can put like porn on Kickstarter now, can't you? Shit.
I don't know. Not sure about that.
What they got,
Something softcore at least.
yeah, softcore.
But what was your introduction to CG? How'd you find out about Comicsgate?
Comicsgate. I was on Twitter, and then I saw Cyberfrog, and I remember that comic from when I was a kid. I actually bought Cyberfrog. I only bought one issue. I remember seeing it. It wasn't always around, It wasn't always there. It wasn't like plentiful, like everywhere. But somewhere in between, like the Image and Valiant stuff, I would see, Cyberfrog, and I bought the old school Jay Lee cover. Have you seen that from the '90s?
Yeah.
That's the one that I bought because I was a big fan of Jay Lee. And when I saw his Namor stuff, that was the that was the shit that got me into comics. I've always been a big Jay Lee fan. If you can make Namor, that shitty character, look good, you're a great artist. You know what I mean? I don't like that character Namor. I don't know. I just don't like. You know what I mean?
Yeah, his look is a little odd, but no, Jay Lee had some awesome covers. Some iconic covers.
He pushed his style to the extreme. Like there's one series that he drew. He doesn't even have any backgrounds hardly, and you don't miss it because there's just so much style oozing from the character poses, the splatters of the ink all over the place. It's quite amazing, like the range he's done.
Yeah, if I recall correctly, I think there were some Punisher covers that he did that were sick. Very simplistic, like what you're talking about, Frederick. And yeah, it's very striking. So you're an OG comic fan then, Justin?
Yeah, I've been collecting comics since about 1993, 92. Going to comic book conventions at an early age. My best friend's dad was big into comics. He brought us to New York City for the New York Comic Con in 1994. And holy shit, it was a great show. They had Barry Windsor Smith there, and I don't know if you guys know, but he does not do many Comic Cons. I mean, I don't think he's done more than 5 in his career, maybe. He hasn't been out there very much. He doesn't need to do them. He doesn't like to meet fans. But I did wait in line, and I got to meet him, and he squiggled. But it wasn't fun to meet him, you know what I mean? It was like meeting a soup Nazi. He had a miserable face, and he just would sign one comic, and then you can't talk to him or like say, "Oh, I like this," or "Hey, remember that one time?" No, he don't give a fuck. He's gonna squiggle, and then you get out of line, and that's it. It looked like he kind of didn't even want to be there, but I don't give a fuck. I had him sign my Bloodshot 1. I was a big fan of that comic, and I got to meet him, and I got to meet Jay Lee at that show for the first time, and I got a Polaroid picture of Jay Lee. That's how long ago it was. Cool. It was around when Terminator 2 came out. Remember that time period?
Yeah, actually, I think I went to New York Comic Con around those years because that was when there was a huge explosion of The Death of Superman, I think, came out in 94.
Was it?
Or 95, around that year. And that's
just remember Rune. Remember Malibu?
Yeah.
Comics? Yeah, like Rune was a big thing. It was like on the first or second issue of Rune when I went to that show. And Mr. T was fucking supposed to be there. I'm still mad that he canceled. I really wanted to meet Mr. T. That was my, I had cards for him to sign. And I've been to like other shows. I went to Philadelphia one time and I got to meet Todd McFarlane. I had to wait in like a 3-hour line to get a ticket. And once you got the ticket, you go in another line. He doesn't charge. He's cool with his fans, and he loves signing his books. He likes getting out there and meeting his fans. So it's a completely different personality than like Barry Windsor Smith or whatever. You don't know who the fuck you're gonna meet. Sometimes it's not even a good idea to meet the people that you like or whatever. Then you're gonna not like them after you meet them.
Exactly. Yeah, that could happen. But I'm hearing we gotta refresh the campaign. It's looking
yeah, do it.
Sorry, guys. It took me so long to come back here. I had to handle some things. But let's refresh the page, shall we?
Boom.
We made the goal.
Hallelujah.
Holy shit.
Amazing. You know what this means? Do you guys have any idea what this means?
No, what?
Oh, you're about to find out. Yes, this is going to be some shameless copying here. Shameless.
For a first for Comicsgate Commandos.
That really is. And ladies and gentlemen,
Yes.
here we go.
It's like the thing.
Now we get to comment on this video.
I'm just realizing that Bumper would have been a better choice for me for a Halloween costume.
That would be a great costume.
I love the walk. It's beautiful.
What a
See, this dude knows what's up. He knows about submission.
Like whatever. I'll let the picture do the work.
Together, I'm feeling so strong and warmest emotion. Yeah, oh my God. I'm here to please you. I am your man. And day and night, I hold you tight.
What makes this perfect is that you totally know that he had a threesome with those two chicks.
That blonde wand from God. That's like every man around.
Oh, fuck. That mustache. I'm picking the glove. Yeah. Where the fuck this guy come from?
Fire.
The Vaterland, Deutschland, tonight.
Oh, yeah.
Patrick, you missed
Fuck
all
yeah.
80
Yeah.
reviews.
Congratulations, dude. That's
Thank you so much.
awesome. Amazing. She just...
Hail.
Look at that.
Fire in the chat.
Oh my God! See, look, this is Katie did for you guys. Just for the people watching this, even the haters. You guys hate streaming this. This is Katie did right here. She did all of the work last night, and we pushed it what $80, and she's like, "Woo! Hail CG Commandos!" It's all you, Katie. It's all you. Thank you for what you do. Everybody in Comicsgate should look upon what you have done for Belmont and what you do for other creators, and aspire to be like that. So thank you, Katie.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Absolutely amazing.
What can you what's your campaign at, Patrick? Or Alien Face or Pumpkin?
My name is Xenu from Zeta Reticuli.
Okay.
There goes the
Got it.
Scientologist.
I want to take this mask off so bad, but in Mortal Comics, Aaron said that I he's like, oh, he's gonna take it off in a second. So now my pride forces me to keep this on.
Well, technically, you already did take it off, so I think you're
Yeah.
already disqualified.
You know what, Carbon? I don't know that you're the guy who's got a right to talk about masks. Just saying. But let's see here. Let's see what's going on here.
bring up the phenomenal Minotaur.
Yeah.
Phenomenal Tales.
Phenomenal Tales #1. We are out, ladies and gentlemen. We're at a cool 420.
Nice.
Good number.
Yeah. Very nice.
That's what I'm
This is
doing right
my
now.
newest comic book. I'm going to turn you guys up because it's hard for me to hear with this fucking mask on. It's so this is my newest comic book. This is a tie-in to my mainline series Phenomenon, and this one is based around the character of Minotaur, who we saw first in Phenomenon #1, and so this kind of is a background as to why he is the way that he is. So here's the trailer real quick. Or not, I guess.
How about new?
So anyway, the trailer is really cool. It's by Good Stuff.
The trailer is really good, actually.
You guys should go
Is it by
check it
Good
out.
Stuff, really?
Yeah. He did a great job, dude. He's who was it? I think it was Hojo that turned me on to him. I think. Right? Anyway, one of those guys, one of these real Comicsgate creators, and so I reached out to him, and he did this for me within like a matter of 3 days. So really, really great work from Good Stuff. Thank you, Good Stuff. But this comic book is about, so essentially it's set 3 years before the mainline comic series in 1996. And in my universe, the United States and the Soviet Union engaged in the nuclear war in the 70s. So both of them are trying to like recover from what they call the atomic war. That's what it's called in this universe. And the Soviet Union is actually, it has border issues, border struggles with the People's Republic of China. I know a lot of people out there think that communists get along, but turns out they don't really like each other either. And so this is Minotaur defending the sovereign border of Russia against those dirty Chinese. And but that's the least of his worries, because in this universe, the radiation has caused monsters to essentially rise up from the wildlife in the surrounding areas, what we call rad monsters. And in this story, there's a particularly dangerous rad monster, one that's been wiping out entire camps of both the Chinese and the Russian alike. And so the Red Army's greatest soldier, the most efficacious soldier, Minotaur here, he's been tasked with hunting down and capturing the rad monster so that they can study it for the war effort. But things are not always as they seem, and Minotaur might be a little bit over his head here. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is a 24-page, fully colored sci-fi horror comic magazine. It's got twists and turns. It's got like references laden throughout. A lot of Metal Gear Solid references. I'm a sucker for those. And this here is the cover by Peter Gilmore, who also happens to do the colors. Stop, there's a fucking fly. Who also happens to do the colors in the entire book, and he's really, really knocked it out of the park here, as you can see here. He's done a somewhat between flats from like, the 80s and like the kind of introduction to highlights and things in the 90s. That's what I was kind of looking for, was like a kind of Punisher War Journal type of coloring scheme. So he's really knocked out the park here. And so we have Phenomenal Tales #1, which is only $10, ladies and gentlemen. I took a page out of the book comic puns, out of Hojo, and so I decided to drop this price. Essentially, I'm not going to make any money on this campaign. That's not important to me, though. What's more important is for people to get this story, to see this comic book, for them to tell me what they think about it, so that I can improve as a writer. And even furthermore in that regard, I'm also offering a second chance opportunity to get the first Phenomenon comic magazine #1. With this time, though, it's going to be a beautiful cover by the legendary Jimmy Reyes. This is just absolutely fantastic. And so I'm really excited for people to be able to, go back and get the first issue if they want it with this beautiful new cover, which is drawn by Jimmy Reyes and colored by Peter Gilmore, and also the Phenomenal Tales #1, which, like I said, $10. Whoops, $10, ladies and gentlemen. $8 shipping. So if you could get out at $18, and you would have the newest comic book that I've released. And some people have also backed the Phenomenon #1 second printing with the Jimmy Reyes cover. That's a beautiful cover. I should note too that in the original version of the comic, there were biographies. Carbon, you know this because you have the comic. There were biographies in the back for some of the characters. And what I'm going to do for this version is I'm going to have different characters with their biographies in the back. So there will be an extra little bit of information, story information given to the people who back the second printing cover of Phenomenon, so you can get some background for those characters. And just so you guys know, all these characters, all the main ones anyway, they're going to receive their own Phenomenal Tales comic that describes their background and their origins. So this is just the very beginning of my comic book universe. Thank you, Transylvanian Jack. And Transylvanian Jack, I apologize for not saying hello to you earlier. I saw your chat, forgot to say hello. Welcome. So, yes. Thank you guys so much. If you want to back that, please back it. We're at 420. Lol. Right.
That's a good number.
You get higher. So
You get higher.
That's right. So, yeah, I'm excited for you guys to see that comic book and to let me know what you think about it so that I can become a better comic book writer. Anyway, that's my spiel. So
You gotta get it to 500 to go get on fire.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I would pay $10 for that. Yeah.
And didn't you offer a challenge to critics to give you like a really harsh critic of this book? You're muted.
I'm sorry, Frederick. Could you repeat that?
I was saying, didn't you ask critics to give you a really harsh critic of your book?
That I did. It's simultaneously a flex on people who shall remain unnamed.
Sorry, Patrick, but now you're not on the mic.
How does this sound?
Try it.
No good?
No.
Oh my god. All right, you win, Immortal Comics, okay? You win. You feel good about yourself now? God, it sounds like I'm so hot right now. Well, not in the fun way. But yes, Frederick, I did. Anybody who gets my comic book, it's simultaneously a flex on people who shall remain unnamed. And also, I have enough humility to understand that I just got into comic book writing. So if there are folks out there who have suggestions to me about what I should do to make my comic book better, I encourage you to lay into me hardcore. The way I like people to review my books is imagine that you're tearing apart soft bread. That's what I want you to do with my comic books. So just let me know. It's not going to hurt my feelings. Like I've been through enough in the real world, in real life, for it to not hurt my feelings. I'm not, like a hardcore ex-military guy like Hojo, but I can take it. So, and I can take it not in the fun way either. No, nobody.
Maybe
likes
if you want to get a harsh review, you can go onto the CG Slums and have them review the book.
Yeah, I can just imagine right now Matt Barr being like, "This is fucking sloppy artwork,"
You need to make a wrestler promo video challenging. Hey, all you critics out there, you gotta come.
You're right.
Give me your
You
worst.
don't review my book, you're a pussy.
Yeah, I was my own worst critic, when I'm making these books. I'm looking at everything too. I'm looking if there's any problems and perspective issues, tangents or whatever, and the script, all that. You know what I mean? Everybody's looking to point out something and make fun of you. You know what I mean? So you gotta, put a lot of passion and love and fucking really be detail oriented and shit when you're making these.
Mm-hmm. And you have to have a sense of humility. I mean, all I hear from these professionals, like the guys who are professionals in Comicsgate,
is that when they started off in the industry, their editors and other people just shat upon them left and right. And it wasn't in a nice way. It wasn't in like a, hey man, you're really talented, but could you fix this, come for me? It was more like, you didn't do this correctly. Do it right. And so those guys were able to take that criticism and turn it into something that made them money. A lot of those guys. And that's the way I look at it. Like, I don't look at the way I go about making myself a better comic book writer any different from the way anybody in the big two have ever done it. So when I see people who say, this could be better, or this could be simpler, or the layouts are a little complicated, it's like, okay, listen to those people. Don't just be mad they don't like your book. Like, they don't like your book for a reason. Figure out what that reason is. And the next time you come around, don't give them that reason. So that's kind of the way I look at it.
I actually hit up Well Read. I know he does what you're looking for. He will find anything and rip it apart. And I wanted to do that. And I asked him, but he said he was kind of working on reviewing some other books. But I don't know. I hope that he does review it, Smokes the Fox or whatever. But I don't know.
Yeah.
I haven't heard from him.
Well, yeah, I'll reach out to him for sure. A lot of those people who are bigger names, they don't really. I don't know how your experience is, Justin, but and they got other things that they're doing in their life, but they don't really respond to me. So I just, with the one exception of the person that Dr. Ben encouraged me to talk to, so that's cool. Mr. Yanafui says, Mr. Yanafui, what's that? You have a colon in front of it too. That's harsh. The colon is like, oh God. So what is that in reference to? Please let us know. I know I'm significantly less sexy now with my mask off, but just bear with us.
Which reminds me, I have a question.
Yes.
Wolf and Bear is in the chat, right?
Yes.
Every week I see Wolf and Bear comments on the video for Commandos, and he puts just 3 of the red balloon faces.
Yes.
The sad red balloon face.
Yes, I don't know.
And I'm like, what the hell is that about? And not to mention, like, what is that even from? That sad red, you know what I'm talking about, right?
I know exactly what you're talking about. I don't even know, I don't know how to respond to that. Like, is that a good thing or a bad thing?
It's like a depressed face.
Yeah, it's like,
just looking down to the left.
Yeah, it's like not happy. I guess he's not happy with our streams. Wolf and Bear, actually, I can't pronounce his name that he has on Twitter, but he's got a comic book coming out pretty soon too, and it looks pretty darn cool. There's just something about people's concept that they have. Like, some people have just brilliant it's one thing I would say there's a separation between comedic comic books and like the ones that are trying to be serious. So, like, I don't think you would call mythicals trying to be serious. Or, I mean, a comedy. That's what I meant to say. I'm so sorry. That sounds so douchey when I said it like that. It is a serious comic book. But
it has some comedy in it. You know what I mean? Every comic book needs that, even the darkest comics.
Right. But you can tell that, like, Hojo's he's got a vision behind his comic book that nobody else has ever had before. And so that's what makes it unique. You know what I mean? And there's some comic books like that are just like out there, just really cool out there. There's another one out there that I'm not gonna say right now, but we'll say it soon enough. Wolf and Bear says, I just like the red faces. I have no idea what they mean. I think they're cool.
Oh, there's no meaning behind it.
I asked Mr. Yanafuri what this means, and he responds with 2 more of them with another colon. You son of a bitch.
Just confused. There they are.
Yeah.
The 3 faces right there.
This is probably the face that our next guest has when I take 30 seconds to a minute to bring her on. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Katie Did. What's up, Katie?
Katie.
Hey, what's up?
You're a little quiet,
Katie.
Katie. If you could pump your
What?
Could you turn yourself up, please?
Oh, turn myself up. Oh, yeah.
Or
Okay.
maybe don't speak through the sock.
Is that what it sounds like?
That's kind of sound like the sock.
It is.
Hold on one second. I'll be right back.
That's fine. Take your time. When you come back, I'm gonna make you say omnibus. So you know.
Patrick,
Damn it, fuck you.
yeah,
Fuck
let
you.
me ask Katie a question because I have a legitimate reason to ask advice from like a girl or a lady or whatnot.
Oh yeah.
Yes,
Oh,
because
that's right. You were just talking about how. So, Dr. Ben, for the chat who wasn't here with us on my launch stream, give us a rundown, a background of what occurred.
So, well, yes, we'll have. I'll go on another.
Well, no, start from the beginning. People don't know.
From which beginning? I don't know if I want to do
Start as if you were on my launch stream on Monday, and also talk closer to the mic, please.
I'm trying. It's with the mic might be messing it up too because that's like right there. But yeah, so like I went on the date with the girl,
Mm-hmm.
and we're going on a second date tomorrow.
Very nice. Where are you going?
To eat.
You gonna eat her?
No, at a restaurant. I can't
Oh,
dox myself. So as you know, there is a like.
he says he can't dox himself. You could just say Red Lobster. Nobody would know.
No, like somewhere nice, like I'm not.
Like Red Lobster, and that's nice, isn't it?
Chili's.
Chili's.
This is why you don't have a girlfriend.
Yeah, you're right.
This is Red Lobster. I go fancy down there and they get their biscuits. You get the fresh fish right from the market. Right. Yeah.
The real answer is that you don't take her out to dinner at all.
Oh, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. It's gonna be a
Don't spend your money on this chick yet.
Carbon. Rorschach, tell us why.
Take her out for drinks. Or just invite her to your place.
Just straight to sex.
Cut to the chase.
Yeah, no, that's to say I'll cook dinner for you.
Carbon, do you have any idea what this place is just? I can't.
I mean, hey,
I'll have to like.
You want to remain platonic friends with her forever, or you want to get the show on the road?
Wait, we got to make this dating advice from Carbon, ladies and gentlemen. Tonight on dating advice from Carbon Heart.
We'll get Katie's opinion in a minute. I gotta adjust this; it's very uncomfortable. So, yes, like I said earlier, do not spend money on dinner. You don't want to commit financially yet. So either you go out for something quick like drinks or a fun little activity. That doesn't take too long, and then you can invite her back to your place, or just skip the whole date and go, "Hey, I'm a very good cook. How about I cook you dinner?" Chances are she'll accept the dinner, you cooking dinner for her, because that impresses women.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is dating advice with Carbon Heart. Fantastic.
I've done it before. It works.
Amazing. What'd you make her, Carbon? Noodles?
I happen to be a very good cook, actually.
Oh.
But and I like to make it fun because the challenge is you make it exciting for her and say, "Hey, what's your favorite kind of food, cuisine?" And no matter how complicated it is, you gotta challenge yourself and say, "You know what? Let's make a challenge. I bet you I can cook the hardest meal that you would order at a restaurant."
Wow.
It's not coming back.
Now, if you're well, here's what you could do, Ben. Go out and buy some takeout of that food.
Yes.
And then just pretend that you made it.
Exactly.
Son of a bitch.
You put the takeout on your nice, plates at home.
Yes. Have
And then-
the wine out, and you're in there like swimwear.
You spill some ingredients on your collar and shit like that.
Frederick's a fucking veteran at this, apparently.
Correct.
Amazing. He spilled
Oh,
some on your
no.
collar.
It's all wet now.
I'm sorry, Justin. You're in the midst of. I can't speak for Frederick. I don't know.
Well, I used to do that. I invite if a girl I really liked her, I would make stuffed shells. It's my specialty dish. It's really good. Girls seem to like Italian, and I put that together, and that's it.
That's amazing. It's funny how you would ask a girl to come over and say, "Hey, I'm gonna make you stuffed shells," and she like doesn't get the double entendre there. That's kind of amazing.
Perfect.
And it tastes good.
You know what,
Orange.
Cardinal? I got to tell you, man. Your story's bullshit, and I'll tell you why. 'Cause
Oh, yeah?
This is just my opinion. There was this chick who had been leading me on for like a decade. I might have already mentioned her on this stream.
Decade.
Yeah,
Well, you already lost. You don't let a chick lead you on for that
You're
long,
right.
dude.
You're right. Well, you see how it is when you're see, I'm 31 right now. So maybe you guys didn't experience it, but my entire high school and college onwards was straight up propaganda about what women want, what they like, how you're supposed to treat a woman, that kind of thing. And so I believed it all. And so that's why I was hooked on this girl for 10 years. But anyway, I had her over and I made her pasta with white sauce. I got her favorite type of wine, and she was so into it for a bit that she listened to the entire EP that I just made with my band. And then it just all kind of fell apart at the end because she was like, I was like, what did I say? I was like, wow, this has been a pretty good first date, hasn't it? And she was like, date? And then that was the end of all that.
Oh shit.
So,
You had a perfect day.
God, I'm glad Katie's not here to laugh at me for that one.
Well, like I said, she was leading you on for 10 years.
Oh, yeah.
So
Yeah.
So that dinner that you made for her, that was after 10 years of knowing her?
7 at the time, but yeah.
Yeah, that's what the issue was. Because that exact night that if you did that like a month after meeting her, then it would have went well. But
yeah, you're not wrong. I realized my mistakes far too late in that regard. So.
No, look, we all learn from the mistakes. I mean, I've been there too. I mean, all these things I say I learned from the mistakes I made.
Mm.
Yeah.
So you made a girl Mexican one time, and she realized she didn't like your basic, your background's food choice, huh?
Well, like Ben said, what if you can't cook well, right? So then Mr. Nice Guy.
I'm pretty sure Dr. Ben can cook pretty well, if you know what I mean. But
just order takeout from another restaurant. Pretend you made that shit. You can't.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Yeah,
that's the best idea so far.
That's the lesson you learn. Instead of making a bad meal, be the smart guy and fucking lie.
Start your relationship off on a total falsehood.
Well,
it's gonna end up well.
No, the key is authenticity. Okay, if you can fake that, you got it made.
Hey, look, romance is all about exaggeration to begin with, right? So, hey, what's wrong with a few white lies thrown in there?
A lot of that. There will be.
This is how Wolf and Bear thinks about what you've just said.
I think he has abandoned us. I think
that's suitable. That's a suitable reaction, actually, to the dating market.
Yeah.
Well, so this is the thing. I don't think you understand the situation. I guess I didn't explain the situation well, right?
Well, I asked you to, and you just didn't say it. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. So, because I wanted Katie to be here, but like I said, I don't think she's. She probably
might be back. She might be back.
Huh? Oh, okay. So we did go on a date already. And now we're going to go on a second date. On the first date, of course, explained all my creepy, weird Satan murder.
Right.
All that stuff. And so now she's heard all that, and she said, well, okay. So that's what I'm saying. I think this is a good You know, feeling good. I'm good. Feeling very like accomplished something. Look at look what that does to my paper. Is that fucking just like metal or what? Like, this is what I draw.
Oh yeah, it's trippy.
Yeah, it's cool.
She so she knows all about how you sacrifice somebody to Satan, and she's totally fine with it, I guess.
Well, I did not.
Oh, I must have missed that part in the story.
How did you miss that part, Patrick? Were you?
Well, I haven't read the comic book yet.
Sir.
Come on.
So anyway, let's move on from dating. That shit's boring.
We were talking about
what's been going on in the news.
Worship.
It was something that I wanted to bring up.
Well, we've got Alan Moore. We also have Trump driving around a dump
I was just going to say that. Oh.
No, go ahead.
Garbage
Go ahead,
truck. Yeah.
You should play that clip. That shit's hilarious. It's like a 10-second clip out
From the
there
truck?
when he's in the truck.
Yeah, let me get that. Unless anybody else has got it already.
I voted early,
No.
but I did it by mail. I should have probably did it in person, but that doesn't even matter. It only takes them, they can, who knows what happens to your vote after you submit it, no matter which way you go.
It's getting pretty crazy right now because every day there's a new story. You had the ballot boxes being burned.
Yo, I
West
saw
Coast.
that, yeah.
Fucking Washington and Oregon.
You ready?
Yeah.
All right.
Back to some breaking news here. We want to take you to North Carolina, where you can clearly see there Donald Trump is taking questions from reporters inside a truck. Let's go ahead and listen in.
Okay.
I don't think they'll have to be used. I think we're going to have a big victory. And I think 250 million people in this country are going to be very happy because we're going to bring the country back. We're a nation in decline, very, very serious decline. And we're going to bring our country back.
Did you know that you close contact request and push? Did you know about this? Did you know about Elon Musk calls and close communication?
No, I don't know. Elon is a great guy. He's one of our geniuses, and we have to protect our geniuses. We have to take care of our geniuses. There aren't too many of them. Yes, please. No, I love Puerto Rico, and Puerto Rico loves me. I don't know anything about a comedian. I love Puerto Rico. Nobody's done more for Puerto Rico than me. I took care of them when they had the big hurricanes, and nobody gets along better with Puerto Rico and the Puerto Rican people than me. They love me and I love them. Go ahead. I don't know anything about the comedian. I don't know who he is. I've never seen him. I heard he made a statement, but it was just a statement that he made. He's a comedian. What can I tell you? I know nothing about him. I don't know why he's there. You put comedians up, and I guess he went on earlier in the show. I don't know who he is.
Is Steve Bannon going to campaign with you? Is Steve Bannon going to campaign with you now that he's out of prison?
I don't know, but I think he's a terrific guy. I think he was treated very unfairly.
Mr. President, you've been talking about Democrats cheating. Could you imagine any circumstances under which you would be defeated but not say that the election was stolen?
If it was a corrupt election, that could happen. But so far, we're doing pretty well. They found a lot of smaller things in Pennsylvania, as you know, and I think they've been corrupted and taken care of. They were corrupt. They were corrupted, but I think it's been taken care of.
On that subject, you called for law enforcement to investigate. I was going to say, do you anticipate to declare victory on election night?
I hope that we're going to declare a victory. I mean, they spend all that money on machines. Paper ballots cost you 8% of what a machine costs, 8%. And it's encrypted paper, it's watermarked paper, it's very secure. Your elections would be over at 10 o'clock, and that's when you could announce something and there would be no question. And we're not talking about more money. We're talking about a tiny fraction of the money. You want paper, ideally. You want one-day voting. And I think it's just very important. You have to have the country and
I would like to say here, he said you would like paper. So just be aware that those who would like to cheat will then take these words, you would like paper, and they will use those as the way in which they cheat. So I would encourage people to mix up their voting techniques. Personally, I would like paper, but the enemy knows that you like paper, and paper is burnable. That's so. I just wanted to throw that in there real quick.
Have to have voter ID, and you have a great election, and you're talking about 8% of the cost. It's like very sad when you get machines, you pay all that money, and they talk about 3 days later. I think we're going to have a big enough victory to maybe have it that night. You should always have it be, every night. If you look at France, 38 million votes. At 10 o'clock in the evening, it was over. All paper ballots, all voter ID, one-day voting, and it was over. How do you like my garbage truck? This truck is in honor of Kamala and Joe Biden.
You ask for law enforcement to investigate in Pennsylvania. If they find no evidence of cheating, will you accept the result if you lose?
I guess they had quite a few ballots, 2,600 ballots with the same person who signed.
If they find no evidence of cheating, will you accept the result?
Pennsylvania, sure. Oh, if they find no evidence of cheating anywhere, I'll accept the results. I hope that's going to be the case. Win, lose, or draw, I hope that's going to be the case. Now, listen, I have to do something because Brett Favre is a great guy. He just endorsed me, and he's very important.
Oh, you're going to get struck for playing.
He's got a little problem for himself, and I thought it was very brave that he came out, and I want to go over and see Brett Favre. We're all going together, I assume. You're going over. I'm going to make a speech. We're going to then try and beat the weather out because we have some bad weather.
All right, so you are listening to Donald Trump, who is in Green Bay, Wisconsin, inside a truck. He called it
Dude, amazing. The fact that he threw in there to the end, how do you like my truck? It's so amazing.
This is why we love Trump.
That's the only part that I saw earlier is that one part, that one little small section.
This is why we love Trump. This is Donald Trump right there.
Let's see if
I hope we win.
There was a quote that Trump made about Puerto Rico a while ago, and I want to see if this is the one that I was looking for.
Today, my administration's making the largest emergency relief award in history to rebuild Puerto Rico's electrical grid and educational system. We're awarding $13 billion to permanently repair and replace thousands of miles of transmission and distribution lines that should have been done many years ago. This was beyond even the storms. This was just age and a lot of the salt. The salt from that ocean is a killer for electrical stations and power generation systems. But on top of the salt, you had these massive storms or hurricanes come in. So we're going to bring pharmaceutical manufacturing back to Puerto Rico. A lot of it left over the years, over a long period of time. It's been leaving and going to China and other places. So we're bringing all of that back.
Sorry, I don't think that is. Do you guys remember, though, that one time where he was on stage and he was like, "We love Puerto Rico." Like the way he said it, he was like trying to do a Hispanic accent. You remember that?
I do. I remember.
Puerto Rico. Amazing. But let's get back to brass tacks, as it were, or rather, number twos. I do have a question for you, Justin. Is in the sequel? Is what's his name again? Dixon. What's his last name?
Sharp.
Sharp, of course. Dixon Sharp. Is he going to face off against the Ticonderoga Black in the next one?
That'd be a cool idea.
You should do it, dude.
I would like, 2 more comics about this character. Seems to be likable, unique, something different. No capes. Get away from the spandex and stuff, and just laugh. It's like a wacky, off the wall. Like if you like Ren and Stimpy, satire stuff, like National Lampoon movies. You're gonna like this book, Mad Magazine type stuff.
Is people that were asking in the chat, is this Heather Antos right here, or supposed to be?
I don't know who Heather Antos is.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Noted. So it is. Here we have this one here. Look at this. This is the Babe cover right here. This is the one Katie Did's gonna get.
It's got Nancy Moon.
Yeah, I like the women in the background. They look
I
great.
got that cover.
I bet you did, Carvin.
Good. I'm glad you did.
I like the composition.
The composition, he says.
The symmetry.
I had Corey. I
Mm.
really worked Corey on this cover. We changed it around a lot, and but it came out great at the end.
Yeah.
Corey's good at drawing curves.
Yes, he is.
What's that little mat underneath?
Oh, that's the Ouija board.
Okay. I see it now with the little.
So you see how his drawing table is right there by the Ouija board. So what happens is the pencil falls on the board. So you're watching like the origin on this cover.
So are you saying that Dixon Sharp he's a demon?
He was summoned from a Ouija board.
Oh, well, there you go.
But that's he wanted a demon, but his pencil came alive. But his pencil was kind of like a demon, but he doesn't like him. He doesn't like woke. He doesn't like people that work for the big two that live paycheck to paycheck and eat cat food. He doesn't like that. So it's a fun story, you know. If you like to, you know, laugh at the shit that the mainstream does, the mainstream comics, you're gonna like this book. You know, if you just want something different, you're gonna like it. If you're a fan of Dillard, he's got the Golden Patriot coming out. I know a lot of people don't like Yellow Flash or whatever, but his artwork is great. And you know, I think he got even hired before that drama even started. So he's kind of like in the crossfire. He didn't mean to be in that position. He's just trying to feed his family, you know, and get paid. And I think it's going to do well. I mean, Yellow Flash has got hundreds of thousands of followers or subs or whatever. But,
Yeah, I think my prediction, Belmont, I think they're going to hit, if not 2 million, close to 2 million. That's my prediction.
I'll be happy with a fraction of that for this book. You know what I mean? I just want to, you know, get my money back if possible, and then, you know,
Amen.
a few dollars more maybe would be great. I got a baby coming next year, and my wife would probably be happy if, you know, if I could bring a few extra grand or something to the table to put towards, you know, medical bills and stuff. Yeah, and then, you know, I need I need the funds so I can hire Dillard to draw more pages. I want to get this out to you guys. And then if you like it, you know, I'll put out more. Hojo can write a good script. He had me dying on some of these pages. You know what I mean? I didn't want to, you know, put too much on the campaign page and kind of ruin it, because it's some funny shit. And I can't wait to get the rest of the pages finished. And I don't even know what's going to be. Sometimes we're going to add some stuff to these pages, and I don't even know what I'm going to do next. I'm still thinking about it and stuff. When I see the artwork from Dillard, and then I'll start getting ideas, and I'll, you know, give them some input. But yeah, I want to fit as many people as I can and try to, you know, promote everyone and recognize everybody in this community or the best I can. I know I can't put every fucking person in there. No matter what I do, I can't make everybody happy. There's probably going to be somebody in there you might not like, but what the fuck's the big deal? You might be in one panel in the background. We're making fun of them. Who gives a shit? Main thing is to entertain you and make you fucking laugh. And that's why we're here, I think. You know, that's why we're here then, if we're not going to do that. Not creating comics or whatever, you know.
Yeah. Well, entertaining people, you said it right there. That's the most important part of all of this. So.
Yeah.
Let me refresh the page here, see if we've got any more backers. 2013 is what we were at. Let's see here. 2013. My chat is Chat, don't you understand, chat? You've been watching me for free. You owe me a backing. That's how that works, right? That's how YouTube works. No, I'm just joking. But
hey, you got to play Fire, you know, and Justin got to 2K.
Yeah, we did some work.
Yeah.
We got over 2K.
But like I said, and now that she's here, it's more appropriate. Like I said, we, did what, $80, $100, but Katie did over here did, what was it, 16 by the time the night ended? Like, I mean, fuck.
About
Amazing work.
33 backers, because I had someone comment on the stream that said that they hate they missed it, but they backed it early this morning as soon as they got home from work. So, yeah, 30. Well, it ended at 31, but by the time, a couple hours after, because there was no promotion, unfortunately, Belmont wasn't able to hop on another stream to continue promotion. That's why I let him go early so he can take a little break before going on there. So that's why I kept pushing a little bit more after he left. But yeah, so I say probably about the 2 or 3 hours. I don't know. Justin will have to tell me. I think that's when the last few backers are that came in and backed it. I mean, the fact that Ethan had said on his drawing stream yesterday, I sent him a super chat and I actually recorded it because I thought it was really good for a clip because he really does go in depth about it. But I asked him, I said, what's your advice to those that are launching campaigns? I figured I asked the pro of not pro, what did I say? The master at promoting. And so he turned the music off and he took a minute and explained about when it's the best time to back, what you want your covers to look like, how you want your campaign set up, and all that stuff. So it was really, really good. And then and then before that, Frog Tony sent in a super chat and told everybody to go to the channel to back Pencils Down. And so after my chat and Tony's, I say probably 10 minutes later, he says, so when is Pencils Down launching? And Pastor Flash commented and said in about an hour. So, yeah, it's I like that Ethan's helped. He didn't do a whole lot, but the fact that he talked about it, answered my super chat. He's been retweeting. He actually today retweeted the campaign and told everybody to go back it. So it's nice. And Chris Graves, he's been retweeting. And I thanked him for that. So yeah, there's a lot of people that really like it and it's been promoting, and I'm glad because this is a book about Comicsgate. It's Justin's love letter to CG. So I think it's perfect. Yeah. And that's the thing too is I already knew that there was a page of the slums. But the thing of it is to me is it doesn't matter who's what on the book. It's a book about Comicsgate. It's got a really good concept, a great story. I mean, Dillard did a fantastic job on drawing it and the interiors, and I mean, it's a beautiful book and it's funny, and we need stuff like that, and it makes fun of the Ripverse too, which is kind of nice, it gets all sides, making fun of everybody, and that's what we need, we need to sit back and just, I don't know, did everybody just chill the fuck out? Like, I don't understand why so many grown men were literally losing their shit about this campaign. I really thought Raptor was going to continue promoting this after I closed down. That's what he said. And he didn't. And that was a shame because I felt like we were going to have a challenge, and
which was a
and I didn't mind it.
It would have been like almost like an olive branch.
Yeah. I mean, hey, I'm all for challenges like that because then it helps, people like Justin to get more backers. So yeah, I was disappointed, but you know what? Tonight's been great, and gosh, this is just day 2. So this is really exciting. So, and I can't wait to get your campaign going, Patrick. I'm going to pimp the shit out of that next Monday.
Thank you. Well, our focus tonight is Pencils Down. We can talk about.
Yeah, I know. I'm just letting you know. I was just letting you know that I got you. But no, this is a great book, and I appreciate everybody who backed it. I know Justin really appreciates it, so I'm proud to stand behind this book.
It's a good point to put a challenge out to those people because the way I look at it is Pencils Down is it is a piece of art that can bring together two disparate sides of the Comicsgate spectrum, if you want to call it that. And last night, one side of the Comicsgate spectrum dropped the ball, and one side didn't. And that doesn't mean that one side's better than the other. If you want me to say that for you, I think one side's better than the other personally. But at the same time, the other side needs to see this as what it is. Like, this is a Comicsgate book right here. This is not on one side. This book is not on one side. These people involved in the book are not on one side. Like, they're making a book because they want to make a funny book that people will laugh at and have fun with and enjoy. And so the challenge then is for these other people who, whatever issue they may have with the Frog King or whatever, like, it's not about that. This is about supporting a book and promoting a book that Justin Belmont, Hojo, and John Dillard put together. And those guys are, like, they've been here. So you guys should support them and find a way to move out of the I hate this side versus another side thing and support somebody else, because this is what Comicsgate is about. It's not about loving every political opinion that the people who you support have. It's about supporting people who you may disagree with, because of that aspect of freedom of speech and the purity of the art form, the goodness of what's being created. And Pencils Down, I'm sure, is going to be absolutely hilarious. Like, I've read Hojo's work, so I know it's going to be hilarious. So that's what this is about. It's not about one side winning over the other. It's not about Katydid winning over Lord Raptor Jesus. It's about Justin Belmont winning. That's what it's about. Justin Hojo and John Dillard. So let me focus on that and, stop being petty. I could say worse things. I'm not gonna, because I don't want to get anybody mad. The point is this comic book right here could be the thing that brings the disparate branches of Comicsgate together. But the disparate branches of Comicsgate have to allow that. So back this book, support this book, promote this book. Lord Raptor Jesus, I know that Dark Gift just started his Slumlords episode maybe an hour ago or something. So bring Justin on. Talk to Justin. I mean, I know you got John.
Yes.
I know they got John in there. He's probably supporting the book. But this whole thing should be an effort for the people in Comicsgate to say, we agree more than we disagree. Let's try to promote people who are trying to make good work. That's, I think, the most important thing.
Well said.
Amen. Yes, well said. I'm totally fucking clipping that one. That was good because you said it so perfectly. That's the point of it. It's not about who wins. It's the fact that Justin, Dillard, Hojo, they win.
Right.
I especially now that I know that Justin is about to become a dad, and as a parent of 2 children, I'm right there with you. I'm gonna make sure that you guys got something to take home to your baby and to your family. So that's my mission as a parent too.
I appreciate it.
Well, I'm gonna close out the stream in a little bit here. If anybody, Justin, let me get your. Do you want to share this page, or would you rather me share this page, and you give your final thoughts? What do you think?
Wait, what page?
Ugh. Phantasmagorical. Ugh. I'm just kidding, by the way. In case you didn't hear me earlier, Justin, I love her. She's awesome because she knows who the greatest singer.
I didn't think she had any enemies. I was like, man, there's no way.
No, if you ask her whether or not Patrick Quinlan's her enemy, she'll say that I am for sure. But anyway, continue your final thoughts. My bad.
My final thoughts are, like you said, it's a book for CG. It's not about the slums, but the slums are in it. And I try to represent all the sides and get everybody in the book, as many as I could. And I'm still going to be cramming more people and more Easter eggs into the book. And Dillard, is working on the pages, and then we're going to start working on his cover. I can't wait to see that. And then it's going to be traditional. So it's going to be the only cover that was done traditionally, and I'm going to own it. And it's not going to be for sale, so I'm just going to keep it for myself.
Very nice.
But I think everybody's going to enjoy it. Everybody's going to fucking laugh. Like you said, Hojo's a great writer. And the whole team I put together is a great team. I got Aldous doing the editing. No matter what you do, you always need to get an editor for your stuff. Even if you got Mike Barron, I had an editor go through it. Just look for things, small things, and it wasn't big changes or anything. But there's nothing wrong with having somebody else look at it. Don't be afraid to have your friends proofread it. I heard the best way to do it is to read it out loud to see if it sounds good when you're reading it out loud, not just in your head. Read it so you can hear it. Read your dialogue, get your comic book out and read it to yourself loudly, and see how it sounds. And some things might not sound right when you do that. So that's a good way to edit yourself. I haven't done it yet, but I've heard that from a couple of different people to do that. But get a editor and get people to work with people that you like and that you look up to. I love Corey Barton's artwork. He looks like he could have worked at Image Comics in the 90s for sure. I could see him like doing covers and shit like that. Just like J. Scott Campbell and all them. It's just fantastic artist. Imagine what his skill level is going to be in like 20 years or something. Now.
Yeah.
He's a young kid. You know what I mean?
Is he? I didn't even know how old he was. He seems like he's a professional, like a veteran.
Oh yeah, he's probably in his 20s. I don't know exactly how old he is, but
Dillard's like in his 50s.
I don't know how old
I'm not
Dillard
talking about
is.
Dillard. I'm talking about Corey Barton.
I'm talking about Corey Barton. He's a young little shit.
A young little shit, he says.
he's fucking talented beyond belief, man. He's got like more talent in his fucking pinky than I have. He's just incredible artist, and even his brother. It must run in the family. That's how it is. They always have a son that can draw too, and it kind of gets passed on. Usually the gift, and that's why you got Joe Kubert and Adam Kubert and Andy Kubert and stuff like that. But my artistic ability isn't the greatest, so leave it to the guys that can draw. Dillard is just incredible. I think after that Yellow Flash book comes out, he's gonna be like everybody's gonna be knocking at his door, and I'm just happy that I got in and had him work on this book, and his Ren and Stimpy style and his artwork matches the story perfectly, and I got Gonzalo to do the colors. He's the colorist and the artist of Soltac, which is a great book, and I thought he did a great job on this title, and I can't wait to see the next pages. I'm excited as everybody else is about this project. Look at that! Look at it. I mean, it's beautiful artwork.
Yeah. His face right here, like you said. Wow. Like the eye. It's really great.
Yeah, I was blown away when he gave me that page.
Yeah, this page, the first panel where he's like standing up to the guy, that's my favorite. That's what I use as the background on the stream. It's just my favorite style and look. This is a great page. The colors look great
so far that we've seen.
So far, yes.
Imagine you're starting a book and then you hire somebody and then this is the first page they give you.
Yeah, right.
I was like, I picked the right man.
Yeah.
And those girls, the women in the background are hilarious. I don't know, it's just perfect. It does remind me of Ren and Stimpy and all that.
They've all got nips. Well, this one doesn't, but the rest of them do.
But they all look good. I like with the style that it is. They look amazing. They're babes. They need to look like babes, just with the Ren and Stimpy style to it.
Amazing, 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 amazing.
Thank you.
Look at this, ladies and gentlemen. Pencils Down, created by Justin Belmont, written by Hojo, and drawn by John Dillard. This is one of the Comicsgate books that you need to get right now. If there's a in the future, the post-apocalypse future, after Kamala Harris gets elected, there's going to be, art is going to go into high demand, and you're going to wonder, like, what's the highest? Well, this right here, Comicsgate was the last bastion of freedom of speech before everything went down in the post-apocalypse. And Pencils Down is going to be one of those books that gives you an insight into what Comicsgate was while it was. And you guys are going to really, really miss not picking that up if you don't have it. Catalyst Vault, welcome. First of all, okay, hold on a second. Alpha Channel said "Hail Fam" a while ago. Welcome back, Alpha Channel. Thank you for being here. And Catalyst Vault says I have to load my card, so I'll be backing it tomorrow.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Catalyst Vault. We really appreciate that. And Alpha Channel, we also hail you. We also appreciate you backing the campaign as well. I know you didn't say you did, but I'm kind of going to peer pressure you into it. So thanks for backing.
The presumptive sale,
right? Sometimes you gotta grab them by the nuts and be like, "You're doing this."
That happened to me once. They invited me to dinner, and then at the end, they slipped me a thing and said "sign here," and I was like, "What?" They bought me lunch or whatever, and then they slipped this to me. They're like, "Here, you sign here." He did the preemptive sale on me.
Oh, he did the preemptive sale. Nice. There he is. He's like, "Yeah, sounds good." that's what that emoji says to me. Amazing. Well, thank you, Justin, so much for coming on. I'm going to give you an opportunity if you want to peace out. We have some other topics that we want to discuss tonight that might be like not in favor of your comic being promoted. So that's the best I can say about it. But if you want to take off right now, if you don't want to take off, great, fantastic, stay with us.
I'll stick around for a few minutes.
Okay.
I'm getting hungry though.
No,
I'm going to go ahead and hop off here while I got a
coming
chance.
on, Katie.
No problem. I wanted to stop by at least and thank you guys for showing up yesterday and backing, supporting Justin. I'll be honest with you, I love detracting. I will always be clipping, of course, but I think promoting is the best for me.
Isn't it more fun?
It's nice. It is. It feels good when you help someone.
Yeah.
And it's going great right now. And I've gotten a couple people reaching out, some kings, and so it's been a blessing. So you're definitely going to see me continue to do what I'm doing. So, but thank you so much, Commandos. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Good seeing you, Katie.
You're a blessing. So thank you for coming on.
Thank you. Yeah. And Carbon.
Katie did the manga. I saw you.
What?
Have, like, I saw you have like the Katie did sweatshirt with like the manga. The manga.
Oh yeah, the little AI character. Yeah. Oh yeah. But by the way, Carbon Heart, you should wear that for every episode of Comicsgate.
You should, Carbon. Honestly,
it's
I might
perfect.
do it for,
I don't know.
for a while.
You should.
Yeah.
Ooh, you should get creative with it.
Even if you just wear the mask,
really go
something else, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
I can make it evolve. So we'll start with this. And then,
Yes.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Make dating tip videos with that on only.
Yes.
Yes.
I heard your dating tip, by the way, Carbon. You had me cracking.
Oh, I'm gonna clip that if I learn. Like, if I eventually end up being a real YouTuber and like clip videos like you guys have been telling me to for months now, I'm gonna clip that and make it a thing.
I'll clip it for you so you can post it on your channel. I got you.
I appreciate it.
All right. Thank you guys so much. And Justin, I know it's be a late night, but hopefully maybe DG will reach out to you tonight. We'll see how the night goes. It's not over yet, and we're just getting started. So, but anyway, guys, thank you so much. Appreciate you, and hell CG.
Thank you.
Hell
see you later.
Thank Katie.
See you.
Frederick.
Yeah.
Frederick, the
How's it
newest
going?
Comicsgate Commando member. You haven't spoken much during this stream. I know we've all been talking a lot here.
I tried not to say like something really stupid the first time I was on. I'm trying to save that for the next episodes.
Well, Look, Carbon and Dr. Ben already kind of beat you to the chase by saying something stupid, so you can say,
Hey,
"Got him."
I'll be back. I'll be back in a minute, all right?
Okay. Oh, man, I really offended him there. I'm sorry.
Good job, Patrick.
My bad.
Wow. That was cold.
No, what happened? No,
Oh
you
shit, that
defend
was
me.
a quick minute, brother.
No, but I heard you
We
said
were gonna
something.
talk about you
No,
behind your back.
no, I need
for
to
a
step
bad
away
while.
for a minute. I just need to step away for a minute. I'll be back.
We're trying to create drama here.
Right. Oh my god.
Comes back, we're all just silent.
Yeah, right. We weren't talking about anything. Wolf and Bear says Carmen went to eat a cold tin of beans.
Oh, if he doesn't come back with one now, I'm gonna be disappointed.
That's amazing.
Man.
So, Frederick, how's it been
Yeah.
for you the first time?
Oh, it's great, man. I mean, I'm sorry I didn't speak much more. I didn't have any idea of what to intervene because the conversation was so good at times. It was just like let it roll. But yeah, no, I'm not shy. I just didn't have anything to say all the time.
Fair enough.
But having a good time, man. It's cool. I've always loved the show here. Been part of it in the chat, so it's awesome to be on here as well. And I do my little thing. I always draw on streams. So
Yeah. And it's nice to have that in the background too. And I really, I'm very excited for Rattel. I'm excited to show people this and talk about it when you're ready.
Dude, now I got a colorist for the first time. Got my first high-res version of the file I sent you, and it's so good, man. Now I'm tripping with my art. I'm like, oh, I wonder what it's going to look like when the colorist hits the...
Yeah.
And it's a new form of motivation right now.
Yeah, it's probably very inspiring to think about
dude,
that.
yeah. Because I could technically do coloring, but just technically, like it was... I can't make it sing. I can't make it, dance. And I'm not a rock star at colors. I've trained a lot more just pencils and inks and all that. But I'm glad to have found someone who fits on the team.
Well, it's very exciting. I think that your character, like I have a very, when it comes to IPs, I'm very specific about what I think is unique and interesting. And Rattel really that gets the juices moving there, not in a weird way, in a fun way.
Cool, man. Glad to hear that. I'm glad to hear that. Yeah, I mean it's got a lot of support so far, so I'm pretty thrilled. It's moving at a slow pace. That's the hardest thing I think is just to see this moving so slow, and you want to get to the end, and you want to hold the comic in your hands, but it's one day at a time. And this is part of why we're in it as well, is the fun of being able to draw our stories that we love. And but pretty excited, dude. It's like I've always wanted to create comics, and put it aside for so long in my life that it's a real thrill to be coming back right and smack in the action. And whereas when I was younger, I used to dream about working for Marvel or DC. And now the whole game has changed.
Yep.
It's not what it used to be. It's not glamorous anymore. It actually sounds like a terrible place creatively to be able to have to draw things that go against, some of your principles and stuff. And I wasn't a writer before, but I've got ideas in my head now. So I'm learning to put them down on paper and trying to put them in an exciting way. And as you were saying earlier, I'm showing it to a bunch of friends who are also writers. And also geeks who are into the Bitcoin space, because the comic touches that area a lot. And just to make sure I get everything right in terms of dates, in terms of details. It's, you know how it is. You got to get your P's and your Q's.
Yeah.
Not you personally, but
oh, I know.
you would know more than anyone.
Yes.
So it's super exciting time, and creatively and everything. And specifically now, I mean, just being here on the Commandos is really cool. But this is the middle of the story. So this is the 12-13 double page spread. So I'm right smack in the milestone of the middle of the story. So it's kind of an important moment as well.
Beautiful. Very nice indeed. I'm looking forward to seeing more of your work. Justin, thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you.
I'm gonna show my comic here real quick before we go.
All right.
So in case anybody wants to back that, everybody also, Dr. Ben, real quick, can you post your link to your sign up in the chat, please?
Oh, yeah.
I can grab it too if you'd like, but
Yeah, I got it. Oh, over here.
Carvin has abandoned us to the end of the show. No, I'm just kidding. I understand. People need to step away. I, of all people, understand.
I'm back.
Step away.
I'm back now.
Oh, God. The moment I start talking shit on Carvin, he comes right back.
Here.
I like to spy in on what you guys are talking about. No, actually, my headphones died. The battery died, and I had to switch to a headset, so I had to take the mask off.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Dr. Ben right here has posted his link for the IndieGoGo sign-up page for his comic book, Worry/Let Us Get. Hopefully it ends up being called Worry.
Yeah, Worry's definitely a good title.
Yeah. Also, Dr. Ben, I don't know about you guys, how you feel about this, but if you added worry ... it might be like, whoa. I'm just throwing that out there. Okay.
Well, I think that it'll just have to be kind of like the actual logo will have to be really on point. You know what I mean? Like really strong. It'll have to be like the one I held up is like a good kind of like basic idea for it, but like we'll have to like go through and refine it, get it at a good.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, but we'll work it out, and you'll be here for it when we all work it out. Yeah, it'll be amazing.
But yeah, because I mean that's what like I'm looking at it, and it's like I've got like 50 pages of just all this shit, and then like the thing I was doing before this. Here, I'll tell you. That's what I was like looking up. Like this is the one. Oh no, I just gotta do that.
Well, look, we'll take a look at it soon here. I want to show this real quick before we go. Phenomenal Tales #1, ladies and gentlemen, is at $420. $420. Can we get? Is it? We're still at $420. So this comic book is only $10, ladies and gentlemen. If you back it right now, then I'll tell you something. I'll tell you something secret. Look, listen, guys. If you back Phenomenal Tales #1 right now, then